Hello,
chat.
I'm started.
Hello, started. As you can see, we have a completely normal stream going on. Nothing weird is happening.
I'm about to find out.
Absolutely nothing strange is going on right now. This is my model looks the same as it always has. Oh, thank you for the resub, Strafey.
Yeah.
Nope, not at all. Absolutely,
Yeah.
Lavender. Hello, Lavender. How you doing? Yeah,
Oh,
there's
I see
absolutely nothing weird going on here.
I'm on TV, Mom.
Oh my god, you're on TV? Holy shit, how'd you get on TV, Strifey? Wow, Strifey, I can't believe your mom lets you have two TVs.
I got zapped.
You got zapped?
Disintegrated into tiny little pixels.
My word.
Placed on the screen.
After you went to that chocolate factory.
Oh.
Doing well, trying to figure out student visa. That old chestnut. So anyway, we're back in Toxic Yuri game.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Of the devil! Last time we played this, we committed a tiny murder.
Teeny tiny one.
A teensy tiny murder. Just, a little bit of a murder who somebody else got blamed for, and we are immediately hired as their legal counsel. Excuse me while I get the throat spray.
Do you know how many chapters there are in this?
There are currently only 2 episodes out, that being episode 0 and episode 1.
Oh, okay.
But I do believe episode 1 is much longer than episode 0. So we'll probably go for like a few hours and then take a break, and then we can come back to episode 1.
And then we can play Repo in between.
And then we can play Repo in between. Oh yeah, I did post in the BB&B group chat about like that wizard game that I found.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't watch it yet though. What was that other game that you got for me? Potion something.
Oh, our Potionomics. Aye. It's like a dating sim, and also it has maths.
Oh no! Not the math.
Not the math. But yes, we're gonna do episode 1. Are you ready, Strifey?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Are you ready, chat?
I just realized I had you muted on the stream thing.
You had me muted on stream?
Yeah, I was like, am I supposed to hear the game right now? There we go.
Oh.
You're ready,
you're ready, hell yeah, Dimar.
Ready.
Ready. How you doing, Dimar? Control spray episode 1 high roller mode. So 1 save slot and you won't be able to reload your save slot inside the courtroom. No. But I'm not a high roller. Video game, I can't speak for Strifey, but I know for a fact that I'm an idiot.
An exclusive phone charm though, Faes. Oh my
god, an exclusive. Hang on, I'm pulling up 85 guides.
Encourage that risk-taking. Safe scumming.
I can't save scum in high roller mode.
Then again, I am also a perfectionist.
Yarn.
So this makes it a little bit conflicting. A perfectionist who likes to take risks.
Let me also just put something in the chat. And then I'm just gonna pin this for the entire stream.
Please monitor your health and health your monitor.
And cheerio monitor. We don't need no stinging tutorials.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, we're too smart for that shit. Project, you wanna go out? Project, you wanna go out? You're just tiny. Go tiny. Go. Go, little one. Go. So walk out this way. I have tricked my dogger. I think this is the guy from last time. And that. Listen, I wanted to thank you for coming over.
I wanted to thank you for coming over.
Figures you notice.
Anyone could tell something's bothering you.
You're the first person to say anything.
What happened?
The police came to see me. The cops came into my house and were just sniffing around.
In public?
No, they wanted to be considerate of my privacy and the fact that I don't have a character model, so they just put a shadow over me.
I like how this is the voice you go for when we're not, like, entirely sure.
Yeah! I'm pretty sure it's the game from last time.
Maybe.
Aye.
That's the first.
You wanted to talk to me about the other week when I killed somebody. About my whereabouts and yours. Told him I didn't know anything. I don't talk to cops.
They must have loved that.
Funny. What would you have done?
In your shoes? Probably cursed them out.
Yeah, I can see that.
Is there anything you want to ask me?
Are you dating that one lady over there?
Not even for a favor in return?
No favors lost between friends, I say.
That sounds like a toast.
Why not? To friends?
I'll raise a glass to that. And a piece of toast.
And a single piece of toast.
Buttered.
Oh my god, that is fancy.
Mm-hmm.
The fanciest piece of toast we can get. Buttered. Video game. It's loading. Shakes my monitor.
Load faster.
Load faster. Pulls out gun. What?
Ooh.
Glass him!
Are we getting glassed for toasting?
Yay!
Vandalism detected. Incident logged. Recorded at 8:55 a.m. local time. Geopositional data encoded. If I could have all citizens in the area...
Bing! Off, copper!
Visuals impaired. Facial recognition compromised. Pinging nearby opt-ins for corroborating evidence.
Hey, he's lining up every phone in the block. We need to go now there. What? He'll use his outdoor voice. I was pinned down for our dental records, but we can say we're I'm here. Morning, Officer Leo. You look different today.
L30.
Did you do something with your uniform?
Good morning to you too, Morgan citizen. To answer your question, no, I have not undergone any recent retrofitting. If you'd like a more detailed record of my maintenance history, you can make a request for...
I've got it. Must be the new coat paints.
You're referring to the act of vandalization that just took place.
Only the most recent one. Super Cop over here has a new dent every time I see him. His car is honourably earned in the line of duty, scanning the street for jaywalkers and loiterers.
Don't worry, ma'am. Ooh.
Or,
He's a face.
my work!
A report has been filed and the police are working to resolve the situation.
Civil disobedience at this time of day? What's the world coming to?
They're just stragglers, ma'am. There was a period of unrest in the area last night. Unlicensed protesting and demonstrating without a permit.
You need a license to protest? Well, I hope you threw the pick at them.
The disturbance was handled, but individual instances of error may occur during the next 48 hours as we work to apprehend outside actors.
Error, concussion detected.
Error. Resetting.
Error resetting. Yuri detected. Thanks for the forecast. So, does the bleeding stop on its own? Or, oh, is he a worm android?
We'll have to ask that one detective.
We'll have to ask Detective London whether or not this is his worm android.
Androids don't have blood, ma'am. This is just a leakage of oxidizing fluid.
My mistake. So, you don't need a bandage, I take it. My flan didn't go as I flanned. Oh. My flan plan!
The leakage will dry shortly.
Well, that conversation thoroughly exhausted, I let my mind wander as I wait for the signal to cross. I unfocused my eyes and dulled my hearing, seeing me the hum of the city street. And fading through the lives bustling around me like so much foam. So much sea foam. Across the way, a large man with worn hands and an ill-fitting belt turns to a gorilla-like hulk of a machine and cuffs his hands in front of his mouth. Yo, 61! And the machine halts, lifting with uncanny precision and turns to him. We're going on breakaway! The robot tilts its head to the side. You can't work the player without schwinn up. Can't work the player without schwinn up on the roof, sir. I'll take a load off, will ya? Understood, came the over-enunciated reply. The man, or is he walking away, tosses a dismissive wave behind him. Yeah, understood. Over here. One after the man turns the corner, the robot attempts to mimic the hand wave to no one in particular. What do they... Actually, hang on. What's our... Criminal... Occupation criminal defense attorney.
Body count.
Where is that?
At the bottom.
Yeah, you can't not ask someone that. Toxic Yuri lovers unite. Babies. Exercises by swimming, hidden talent, baking, dislike sunburn, baths, karaoke. Likes trigonometry, rooftops, bonfires, murders.
Getting away with murder.
She's taller than I am, I just realised. Aye. By about 4 centimeters. Copper. Oh, it's a slur. Yeah, damn coppers in every street corner. At a bus stop, or what used to be a bus stop, now a charging station. A passionate young man voices his democratic opinion loud enough for the whole street to hear. They declare martial law when I wasn't looking. The small woman beside him is trying hard to appear even smaller. Shifts in her seat. No, they're just doing their job, so. Brats don't have jobs hit the ones they stole from us. Always said they don't patrol near so heavy and up down even on the worst days. The law! His audience, captive by virtue of sharing the same charging pool as him, shuffles, coughs, and stares even harder at their phones. The woman looks at her knees and pulls at her shirt. You're kind of embarrassing me right now. Take! He makes a vague gesture with his hand to indicate that he stepped off his soapbox, and the on the shoulders of everyone around him relaxes same air. Oh no, that's just a woman with exhaustion in her eyes sighs at the hologram floating above her and her chrome-plated palm. A round, smooth-looking android pushes a carriage behind her. Elaine, walk around the block. Get her some air, would you? Apparently this call can't wait, and it's louder than a garbage disposal out here. Of course, ma'am, I would be glad to. The android punctuates its end to the sound of half between a whir and a purr, which, judging by the coos and giggles coming from the child, seems to have been well received. Robots, holograms, androids, drones, coppers if you prefer. Can't so much sneeze in the city without a dozen different ads offering you a handkerchief. You can't get your tongue tied in the city without falling over. There's a vocal minority that think they're the downfall of civilization, but for everyone else...
You're too kind, ma'am. Thank you for your concern.
Thank you for giving me a break from my voicing. It's hard to hate them when they're so eager to please. Crosswalk's giving me the okay. Keep us safe, yar.
Have a good day, Morgan citizen.
It's a bright, crisp morning in the city. Lights changing and people making click-clocking harmony, all as smooth as clockwork. And I know we're smooth, it would all be a bit much. But I went out last night!
Ooh.
Oh yeah, she did the murder last night. So I'm feeling pretty refreshed this morning. As I reach the other end of the street, I pivot lightly and give Automated Dependent Assistant Officer L30 my best impression of his late. Thank you for your service. And of course he creaks out a mirrored response. No sense of sarcasm. No sense of sarcasm, the poor bastards. But I didn't come all this way down to... Jesus Christ, brother. To poke fun at the happily employed class of... The only happily employed class in human history. No, I came down here to make an important purchase.
A new gun.
A new gun? You're trying to hear and read what's on screen, but these teenage girls are bad-mouthing a lot outside, like, the bitch this and the bitch that, etc. They watch too much TV. I'm going to buy a gun!
I am predicting the future.
Strafey, are you psychic? You have to tell me if you're psychic.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
I am.
my word. What are you working on? Bye bye bye. Of the Devil, episode 1. An Idle Mind. An Idle Mind buys a gun.
Ooh, get a shotgun.
Oh, a shotgun.
Get the shotgun.
Take the shotgun.
Sup 20.
The fan looks like he's gonna fall on Strafey's face at any moment.
Well, if it does, I'll just eat it.
Open wide, Strafey, it's time for your dinner! No suffering, but all lights are on. Should I have knocked?
Sup?
Desk personality setting 6, the cool one.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I've probably forgotten more about firearms than you're programmed to remember. I bet you can! I recently acquired the license to carry concealed.
Nice. Are you in law enforcement? Do you shoot for sport? Or are you a murderer?
Business or pleasure? I like hunting. Oh, what do you hunt? Oh, nothing you would know about. Neither.
May I ask why you're looking to carry concealed, ma'am?
Oh, you know. Oh, no. Hang on, we find a use for the gun. There's a bot in chat.
For the bots. For the bots.
Oh, you know. Assault with deadly weapon, cruel intent, that kind of thing. Some of my clients live in very rough neighbourhoods. Even in broad daylight, coming down to lower wards for a house visit can be...
I see. You're a lawyer.
So I guess you could say I'm in the market for self-defence.
We have a wide selection of options for self-defense in a variety of sizes and calibers, with spread and PA fire options available. My bad. PA stands for pseudo-automatic.
I know.
But for concealed, it'd have to at least be small enough to...
This would go a lot faster if I just tell the desk what I want. Wee. Bot status discrimination only accepts rich weird bots, not poor and cheap. Seeing my claws in the strifey before she returns to repo. Hang on, I'm on it.
You can hold me back.
Oh yeah? Watch me!
No! Get those stinky feet away. Stinky bird feet.
Oh, excellent choices, aye. Do you want to be explicit or be patient?
I'm drawn to be explicit, but I also feel like that could cause problems.
I mean, I'm feeling be explicit as well. I need a mackerel.
Word. We're proud to offer a number of models that utilize the latest in miniaturized ultra-capacity batteries to generate a Lorentz force which...
Slings will slug fast enough to mist a limb at over 30 meters. Jesus Christ. I don't have the feet. How am I going to wear Adidas shoes? Both of you to assume I wear shoes.
Gotta let the little puppies breathe.
Gotta let my dogs breathe, you know? And it's safe.
Of course, ma'am. My bad. Two-factor safeties with GPS and emergency services sync. It won't go off unless you want it to, and someone will definitely come running.
All those convenient safety features make it incredibly easy for the police, or anyone who can do their tail set, to lock you out of your own gun with a flip of switch. Why would I need shoes? Shoes are a scam by big feet. You can walk a piece like that down a single uptown street without passing through 9 or 10 no-fire zones. They're the very worst, most useless kind of weapon a criminal could buy. Sounds perfect. How do we get started? Play the shooting minigame. Why does it feel like every desk guarantee has to be such a character? Honestly, it's tucked itself away, all the fabricators get the gun tugged. Got time to kill, so is there anything worth checking out? But checking out around the shop.
More guns to steal.
More gun.
That big one at the front.
Aye, that's what he's looking at too. Someone left a data pad out here. That's nice to die. Terrestrial data thief, and most commonly known as Lobo. Keystone data files. Hacktivist radical conservationalist and gentleman thief has made it clear their intent to ransom said files back to their lawful owners at severe cost. I mean, hell yeah, Lobo. Here on the grounds of journalistic integrity and due to the strong language contained within, conflicts surrounding rare earth metal deposits around the equator. Capture data impacted only by their billing services, but insisted the corporation could not in good faith resume distribution. Market prices for rare earth metals surged following the hacking attack. Whoa there! Looks like you're not logged in. Want to take care of that real quick? No.
Want to pay to read the rest?
Want to pay us $20,000 to read the rest of this article?
And there's only one sentence left. Thank you for reading.
Thank you for reading. Do you want to read more articles? That'll be another $20. Lobo again, someone using their name. Suppose it doesn't matter if they're the original or not, so long as they're a genuine threat. Lobo equals wolf.
Lobo means wolf. Ooh.
Oh. And no one can say a corporation as rich as Tetra without serious skills. It does seem consistent with Lobo's politics, making demands for de-escalation. It's not the first time Lobo's voiced their displeasure with the decades-old simmer of conflict around the tropics. Bleh. But unless the rare earth metals powering all our batteries and fueling all our pretty little androids are suddenly made a lot less rare overnight, I doubt the state will stop taking interest in those regions. Politics anytime soon. my post-flu cough has like severely reduced my lung size, I feel.
Tiny lungs.
Tiny lungs? Gee, should it kill you to clean up a little? Oh, attachments. Guess the desk kindly asking customers not to litter can only get you so far if you're not willing to pay someone to sweep it up. Wait, is this trash? This flare, it's cannibal. Stagnancy theory? Really? To get a lot of self-proclaimed philosophers in here? Corbin Cawthorn, net philosopher! Real name withheld over this blah blah blah. Sorry, I was having some water.
We used to dream of humanity marching bravely into space.
In reality, seemed limited. Instead, our brightest minds spent all their time and effort keeping the kind of climate crisis down the road, while their more fortunate peers spend most of the productive working years in search of an engine optimization and customer experience design. The very products they helped create without mass consumer demands, blah blah blah. There's another link at the bottom, probably leading to a collection dish. Or a state honeypot, if you want to be paranoid. They better burn this shit before some net freak idiot picks it up and gets arrested.
Isn't Morgan like a neat freak?
She is absolutely a neat freak.
Yeah.
Hate these kinds of screens. Go look at them with your nose turned up or else they start eye tracking. Next thing you know, they're saying hello on a first name basis. I can't practice this sort of thing. I can skim the headlines at least. Why a 12 to 6 work week gives us more free time than out. 12 hours, 6 days a week.
Oh god.
More free time than Strafe, did I ever tell you how I used to work like 12 hours? I used to work this kind of shift.
I would be deceased after the first day.
So when I was doing social work, right? Start of the revolution, absolutely. When I was doing social work, I used to like do this kind of shift because the place I was working at was really, really shitty. And they kept losing employees because management was shit.
Oh my god.
So like...
How do you lose employees?
By literally
Did they-
just harassing everybody who doesn't do exactly what you want.
Were they just like abducted by aliens?
Like, people kept quitting because, like, the management was just so shit.
Hmm.
I was working, like, I was working a 12-6 week and, like, had no time for anything.
God.
I'd get, like, home at... I started working, like, 8 and get home by around 10.
Hmm.
Aye.
So you'd pretty much like what, have something to eat and then
Pass out,
jump into
yeah.
bed and do it all over again?
Aye.
Damn. That's no way to be living.
That's no way I didn't live. I got sick way more often.
Mm.
I'm 14 and I'm tired of dating a smart UI.
Try dating a smart UI.
It made me the happiest I've ever been. I'm 14 and this is deep. How terrible is our anti-democracy? Oof.
Oof.
Oof. Transfusions from a warm android save soldier's life. That's one hell of a headline. The Animate 16 wasn't selling well before. I'm sure by now it's... Anything else in here? We're in a
click on that.
established housecape. There's some kind of
Some
news
kind of news
program playing
program?
on the screen. Huh? What are you saying, Strifey?
No, I was wondering if you could click the gun on the left that had like a purple label.
Oh, maybe. I'll try it after I get
Yeah.
through this then. Most public places are too scared to put any channel with content more political than the smiling micro apartment flippers. Oh god. But this is a gun store after all. Power is always political. Wait, how long has it been? Shouldn't take that long for someone to get my gun properly bugged.
I'm sorry, we've received a breaking news story.
Huh?
We're seeking confirmation and yes, we have it confirmed. Lead programmer at Noble Electronics and famed designer of the Turing solution, Dr. David Escher, has passed.
Or what?
Proprietary Vantage automated dependent management system, along with the Animate series of androids.
Must be some kind of corporate propaganda tactic, or they wouldn't risk. It's fake news, but why?
Perhaps best known for his breakthroughs in the field of machine learning and language.
Misinformation maybe turns out.
Offered many of the developments that allowed for Noble's rapid growth and market dominance. David Asher is dead? Yo!
Yo, what's up? I finished bugging your gun.
I'm the cool desk.
Upgrades.
Including the popular desk series of smart UIs. That's very sad.
I didn't ask.
Sorry, I just
Commands only.
understood. Will you be paying with cash or credit?
Debit.
So was this guy, was he the one who like created that like desk?
Yeah,
Thing that I
like
just voiced.
I guess he's the father of a lot of this like Android technology.
Mm.
At least I assume David Asher is a he, given his name.
Mm.
July 1st, 2086. The gun was lighter than I expected. A real gun should always be heavy, greater than the sum of its parts. It's one of the things I like about them, their weight. Like they're anchoring the world around them. Like they're a fixed point in time. Like everything else is just relative to them. Either closer or further to the end. I'd have liked something heavier during that walk back to my apartment. I would have liked to have something to feel far away from. Morgan's apartment. Not a bad place,
Ooh.
honestly.
Yeah.
Didn't realise it was home until my hand was on the door. What is this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Fumbling my pocket for my lighter. Golden, polished, tastefully ergonomic and fine and expensive. And a good lighter is a good gift. Kept the card, didn't I? There it is. But who put the apartment next to the train? Oh, the sea! This desk on this condition model. The only smoker in my life. I know gold's a bit much for a personal style. I don't make a lot of these anymore. Believe it or not, the only people who share your vices are stuffy old men with expensive taste. Hope you managed to get some use out of it anyway. Your friend, David. Oh, they knew each other. Got you?
That makes sense.
Aye.
Okay, gender. Question mark.
Oh, they're non-binary. Got you? I understand. Shampoo expensive? Programmer, street food crowds, fishing. Dislikes brain freeze, driving in Lent. Designed by female. They have a very interesting design.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess had because they're dead now.
Apparently.
Apparently.
But I am curious about the misinformation that Morgan seems to think is going around.
Aye, that is interesting. The news might have more information by now. Or not. Looks like the net's full of copy-pasted statements from Noble. Auto-edited montages, ill-fitting quotes. Necrotic keychain, yar. Your actions in the news from every micro-celebrity under the sun. The raw, authentic emotion brought to you live from the car seats and bathroom mirrors of the world. There's nothing about his death, not even the time window. Did he die this morning? Was he found dead in his bed? Has he been dead for days while Noble's just been waiting for the right time to let it leak? Or did he die last night while I was out screwing around? A phone call. Better not be work-related. Better not be work-related. Not in the right mood.
Ooh. Oh, Morgan, hey, thanks for picking up so fast.
She's Jessica Starling. He asked me to call her. Hi, Jess.
Listen, I need to...
I've already seen the news. I'm Morgan, I just remembered.
What? Oh. Oh, of course you have. Duh. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I just... With the company and their people and all the... What I mean is, if it were up to me, you would have been the first call I made.
For a decision like that to be up to David's assistant without about 1,000 other noble employees above her on the ladder would have to... I'm gonna read this line again. For a decision like that to be up to David's assistant, about 1,000 other noble employees above her on the ladder would have had to get axed, but... It's alright, Jess. No one really knows what to do with these kinds of things.
So, I'm sorry you had to hear it from a stream Chiron. Chiron? Chiron?
Sharon? Hello, Sharon?
Chiron?
What difference does it make? What difference does it make how the information gets to me? If I stumbled upon his corpse myself and I would feel most of the same. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to call anyway.
Yeah.
If I wanted more information, she's the best source I'm gonna get. Maybe for weeks. What to ask at a time like this? Supposed to express denial first, but she's short on time. I don't feel like following the playbook to the letter right now. Can you tell me what happened?
The police, they think that he took something.
Suicide? And the police are already involved.
They say it was some kind of poison or...
God. Noble's got a lot of weight to bludgeon the state with, especially in the city. I think they keep the police at arm's length at least for a few days.
Listen, Morgan, I need to ask something of you.
Course, Chess, whatever you need. Whatever you need. A bit much, but she's grieving. This is just how people talk. So like my day was really salvageable anyway.
I'd like to bring you up here to David's place.
What do you mean?
There's something I have to give you.
You're not handling his will already, are you? If the police are involved, it'll be a while before...
No, I'm sorry, it's not like that. Before he... Puff.
No, please don't hold back on my... No, please, don't hold back on my account.
David asked me to get this into your hands. It wasn't work related. But he asked me. I know I'm asking a lot here, but... since it turned out to be the last thing he ever asked me to do, I'd like to get it done.
I don't like showing up at crime scenes more often or more quickly than strictly necessary. And that's when I only have to worry about the police. With Noble looming all over this, security will be doubled and scrutiny tripled. This is too risky. There's no logical reason to agree to her request. Swing by my place in a cab, yeah? Besides my own morbid curiosity.
Right, of course. Thanks, Morgan. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. Wait, I almost forgot.
What is it?
You don't happen to have anything you could wear in black, do you? Jess only has fluorescent colors. You see.
Listen, I only wear pink neon when I go out into the street. She's just wearing like a strobe light on her at all times.
Yeah. Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. The face we just saw is just a projection. Her actual face is just a disco ball. 10:11 AM. In transit. The autocab hums as synthesized purr as our on-ramp merges into a canopy superhighway. Steadily and suddenly all at once. Not much saber about it, but it does cast one hell of a shadow. The canopy's always felt very arts and crafts to me. Cobbled together, always added on to, never finished, never planned. Hi, Helder, how you doing?
Hey!
Hi! Welcome to Toxic Yuri. It's clearly taken a lot of time and effort to make. But the end result's still ugly. Feels like it'd fall apart at any moment.
You okay, Morgan? You look a little carsick.
Honestly, she is very cute. I will say this about Jess. Thank you. I worked so hard on it. I'm fine, thanks for asking. But if I ignore her text now, she'll just send more later. Hey, Freckles!
Witch.
So your friend Asher and the niece. Rip. Thank you. For trying to be sincere. Wait. Is this the prosecutor? No, it can't be.
I don't think it looks like them really with like the sharp teeth.
Yeah. I was just looking at the hair.
And they seem like the way that they write, I don't think would be her.
Yeah, and I don't remember the prosecutor calling Morgan Freckles.
Hey, Freckles.
Hey, Freckles. That's what they call each other. That's what she calls Morgan in private.
Yeah.
For trying to be sincere. We're the shot. We all have our strengths. God damn, you are one passive-aggressive little girl. Oh my god, we're already at the toxic Yuri. Why is all your filial piety go out the window whenever you talk to me? Filial piety doesn't work on you. You love yourself too much to... You love yourself too much to appreciate respect. True, with the train.
Oh my god.
See, Freckles, you can be very insightful. Why does this remind you of Volter? I'm not doing the Volter voice for a witch. When you aren't too busy side-eyeing the whole world. Wonder where I picked that up from. Wait, is this Morgan's parent?
Mother.
Aye?
That's what I was starting to wonder.
Yeah, no, eh? Hang on, I'm gonna look up filial real quick.
It definitely means like family, even like piety.
Okay, so filial means of due or due from a son or daughter. So yeah, this is her mom. Dragged Strifey away from Repo. Listen, I showed up to your house, right? And I said we're
With
gonna
a
do
gun.
some toxic lesbian chat.
With a gun.
With a gun, I had a gun. And she was like, no, my Reaper! And then I just grabbed it and was like, you're coming with me!
Toxic Yuri Repo.
Toxic Yuri Repo. Every 5 steps, after you tackle somebody, you give them a little kiss. Not for me. I'm pretty sure you were born muttering insult under your breath. The nurse is trying to make you cry and you responded by giving them self-esteem issues. Did you ever have dealings with Noble? 10 out of 10 shift in the convile. So as a car crash. Subtlety doesn't work on you either. Well, it might. If you were good at it. Jesus Christ. This is me asking you for advice.
This does not sound like the kind of person you want to be asking advice from.
Honestly. Okay.
Okay.
Guess it's never sunk in. Because you spent most of your apprenticeship asleep. Well done, love. My clients were all celebs. The rich and famous. Thank you for the quack, and thank you for the quack, Howland. Thank you for the fat laugh. I didn't have that many dealings with the Megs that own their likenesses.
Somebody's playing Repo!
No! No, Strafey! Get your hand to even the Repo button! No. Is it really that different? Plenty. Celebs don't like people seeing their dirty side. Oh, excuse me. So they pay smart people like me to clean up their messes. You'd be free Sunday if you need another person to join in. Don't know what we're doing Sunday right now, though.
Well, you mean for BB&B or for your thing after?
I'm not doing cappuccino chat this week. I will be doing it next Thursday, though.
We definitely need a full team for Repo.
What did you hear wrong? I don't know what we're doing for Sunday yet, but based on Strifey's addiction, Megs don't like people seeing them at all. Period. And also, makes it a lot more lively when it comes to ing.
Excuse me?
I think they're bleeping at the word fuck. You should be available to you. Oi. Gross. Me in the BB&B group chat whenever you two are horny on men. Hard work is a lot of stress event. Stop. Do you actually have any help to offer? Truth be told, I did have one run-in. Where I got into corporate intrigue. Why? So I got caught of the beep of Annie Live's 45 poster girl. Lesbianism. It's about right for striping ASI. God damn it. Hard worker. That is stress event. Imagine texting your child, right? About how you about who you fucked recently. Glad to know I can always reach out to you in my time of need. I'm gonna let that slide because I know you're mourning. Look. Corporate types are all a bunch of paranoid drug addicts. Think you're gonna let a cow look? A fart. Huffing glee and playing a roulette on their phones. Roulette on their phones. While fantasizing about stabbing everyone else in the meeting to death. So don't expect them to play nice just because Asher was your pal. My actual advice is, get wherever you're owed. Then get the fast out of there. They're fast as a big boy. Oh my god, it's her aunt. That's a beautiful thought, Auntie.
I'm wondering, did the aunt... I don't know, because she doesn't seem like the kind of person who would raise a child.
Oh yeah, what gave you the idea?
But I was wondering, like, given what Morgan's personality is like, a lot of it would come from, like, your parents or whoever raised you, so it would kind of make sense for it to be the aunt because they're so unhinged.
Aye. Also, I think Morgan might have a bit of sociopathy. Oh, she absolutely does. Just because she doesn't know the normal human, or she has a list of normal human responses.
Yeah, she's always like, how would a normal person respond in this situation?
Let's see here. I can't use my playbook at this. I mean it. Corporations prefer Viking funerals. What's a Viking funeral? A dignified ceremony where the body's set out to sea on a boat. Men, they set everything on fire and sink the ashes to the bottom of the ocean. Try not to linger, Freckles. You don't want to be stuck on board when they start knocking their arrows. Definitely some minor symptoms, you're not 100 on the major ones. Well, like, she exudes heavy amounts of violence because let's be clear here. Morgan commits murders to unwind. She's definitely like a violent sociopath. Is my read of her.
I'm pretty sure it said before she felt refreshed from the night before.
Yeah, it was a article in the news about somebody who just died.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's too calm to be a psychopath. Thanks.
Very intelligent.
Yeah, highly intelligent, and like, the conceit of last case is that she committed 6 murders in a police state without getting caught. And in the last one, she had to defend a guy from the crime that she committed. Some brain damage, triggering violent responses. Maybe, but like, it's never been brought up whether or not Morgan has had brain damage.
Yeah, we just know she's unhinged.
Aye? What the hell was that about me sleeping on the job? I worked harder in one day than any of you Gen Alpha drunks did all week. Oh my god, they're on. Oh my god, what would they be on? Like, what's the third in Alpha Beta? What's the third one?
Omega.
Omega? I She'd work smarter, lol. Yeah, she would. I'm imagining my niece will eventually text like this. And if you want to go there, you did literally fall asleep on the job. At the Xmas party.
Damn, Auntie.
Oh my god!
Damn, Auntie, put them away.
Put them teas away! God, Morgan, why do you have to have a hot aunt? What is that? What is that? Why do you have the... Clear panic.
She's flustered.
It's not even accurate. Work parties are still work freckles. I only had my eyes closed. So you old farts had your camera's flashes on.
Morgan, something wrong? You're sweating.
Just deleting some spam. Classic excuse. Got a couple more minutes of crawling through the canopy's guts before we reach David's part of the city. Uptown at a better half. Gleaming opera houses and towering corporate apartments. Boutique shops with more cameras than customers. Penthouses stacked upon penthouses in a frantic climb through the top of the rat pile. Yeah, honestly, I only had my eyes closed and my face on my desk. All ringed by restaurants with long wait times and small serving sizes. The joke is that uptown folks go most of the year without touching street level. Not much of a punchline there, it's basically true. By now, this whole block must be swarmed with cops, themselves surrounded by media and all encircled by onlookers. I could try to enjoy these last few moments of calm. The storm's coming either way and I'd rather use time to try and find my footing. Actually, Jess, if you got a second, I was curious about that headline. So the headline, by the way, the one where your warm android save a soldier's life.
Oh yeah, pretty feel good, don't you think?
So folks at the company must have been in high spirits lately, I take it.
That's what I thought when I first heard about it, but I don't know, maybe upper management's never happy. Because they're still just riding sales harder than ever, pushing the traditional consumer markets. I thought they'd start building a pitch for Congress the day the story dropped. A big patriotic campaign telling everyone why we need a contract for warm androids in the military. To keep us warm through the night.
Keep us warm at night. Hi, it's me.
I haven't heard about them. Oh my god, that scared me.
It's me, Lincoln. I'm here for my warm android.
I'm scared. But I haven't heard about them moving staff around for anything like that.
Lincoln just appears like crawling out of the seats.
Oh god.
A warm android.
Maybe it's all above my pay grade.
all the corporate power and money in the world. And they're still such joyless assholes that they won't even celebrate their victories. On the request. Just I have to wonder, what kind of request did David make to you, of you that I couldn't wait a few days?
Right, of course.
Wait, does she have an inhaler?
Yeah.
Oh,
He asked me to give you something.
something. Is she trying to build suspense?
Right, it's just, well... I don't know exactly what it is.
You have no idea. Also, I just noticed she has a heart rate on her forearm.
He asked me to give you the contents of his safe.
Are we headed to the bank then?
No, see, he has this private safe in his basement. Maybe you've seen it. Well, I say safe, but it might be more accurate to call it a storage locker or a false wall.
And all he told you was that he wanted me to have what's inside.
Right, he was very clear about that part. Your eyes only, straight into your hands. Handle it in person, he said.
Strange. This is all pretty analog for someone as technically gifted as David. Coming from anyone else, I'd call it paranoid. But David is never paranoid. Even when he had every right to be. Even as I murdered him.
Oh my god, I know what it is.
Oh?
But I'm not gonna reveal.
I have an idea of what it might be as well.
I have an idea too, especially like given like who he was and what he did.
It's his partner, warm android. If one of this handle a certain day, must be for a good reason. You and David. Remind me, how many years did you and David kiss together?
Oh. Well, I started with the company about 4 years ago. They offered me a temp contract when I was graduating. I was put in HR right in the middle of a hiring burst, so I spent 2 months in the Warrens.
Oh.
I was a little bunny. And an aptitude test got me fast-tracked to middle-low management.
Sorry, the Warrens?
Oh, that's just what we call the company dorms back then, on account of all the... Oh god.
All the rats? Oh,
Oh.
okay, that's better.
All the people.
Oh, thank God! R.
Plus it was underground.
R.
Didn't see the sun that first month, my skin got so dry.
Is that normal in your industry?
Normal for everyone I've ever worked with.
This is my first job, by the way.
Except David, of course, but I mean, he was the best.
Yeah.
One Tuesday morning, Dr. David Asher walked right up to my desk like I had won the lotto. Said I should come work for him. Dr. David Asher, directly. On a random Tuesday morning, like it was nothing.
He didn't like to do things on Monday. Said people are always too tired to get anything done anyway.
Yeah, that's right. He did say that. I should know by now, right? 3 years of arranging meetings and keeping him organized and occasionally straightening his tie.
Why did you wink when you said that?
Wink.
Wink.
He was a good boss.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
When did you last speak with him?
In person? Thursday. First day afternoon.
The day before yesterday.
He seemed normal. I mean, I didn't...
We still don't really know anything, Jess.
You're right. Thanks. Thursday's the last time I saw him. That was when he asked me to meet with you.
Tell me how my friend died. I'm guessing you've already been to his place.
Yeah, it's a real mess over there.
It's that bloody.
Oh god, no, not that kind of mess. The warm android kind of mess. I
They
just
made
mean
a
with the
male model
cops.
specifically for the men.
I just mean with the cops stacked on the media, stacked on the lawyers. Each of them with their own network of drones and all their droning. It's very, puff.
Puff puff.
It's a very high productivity atmosphere is what I mean.
When were you able to get over there?
Well, I got a call from Legal late last night. They weren't exactly delicate in breaking the news to me.
Last night.
They said they needed my help sorting through all his... Well, you know how he left things organized sometimes.
He's been dead since last night and they've kept it under wraps that long. I know there are a lot of powerful people in his circles, but to stop it from leaking for over 12 hours seems that like more than just your typical powerful people trying to control the narrative. Seems more like there's something they're actively trying to suppress. So you find out last night.
Right, last night. Oh god. I'm so sorry, I should have told you as soon as I found out.
Really, it's alright. Did you see anything?
No, I still haven't actually seen him at all. He was airlifted to the hospital ASAP, and that's where he passed, so... But, well, I didn't get the impression that the cops had been there that long. Not compared to the lawyers. They and the rest of the company people seemed pretty entrenched.
Noble set up camp before the police even arrived. So what time would that have been?
I guess I got there around 9 PM. Yeah, because at 9:15 they switched my phone to silo mode, and I got locked out of everything but my work stuff. Sent my last blah at 9:13, see? I'm gonna expire whoever put me in heels this morning. Bracket, it me.
Expire. I'm so... Or Victoria Masters. A being active, lawyer to the rich and famous, semi-retired.
Oh! Auntie likes handsome men and pretty women.
Aye, expensive liquor. Clingy people, prettish people, flying commercial. Jewelry 24 carat. Age difficult to verify. Death 13, cigarettes and other adult stuff. Like dancing, buying shoes, reselling shoes. Hangover, soft mat. She hates soft mattresses.
Oh my goodness.
Throw her out of the car. Machismo? Fair enough. Charm party her earnest smile. Watches by bar hopping in the lower wards. Oi! Hello, Seraphim! Welcome on in!
Quack quack, it's Harold.
Hi. How you doing, Seraphim? Bassetti in the stock market. It's Morgan. Everybody else has a first and last name, but Morgan is just Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Well, does the devil need a surname?
That is true. Sorry, a bit of hair got in my mouth. They can do that to your phone. Lucky I use social media.
Of course not. Well, unless I'm on the clock, or off the clock, but on company property. Then they can remote all my tech, yeah.
How convenient.
So if I got in at 9 PM, I'd guess the rest of the company people had been there since 8:30. I hadn't been there more than a few minutes before the mood changed. Word about the hospital declaring him dead had started to leak.
I say, he died after he reached the hospital. Not unexpected. It's 28. You have to go. You have a headache, though, so you just gotta lay down. You got your phone, so you go. My go live, man. Notification? Yeah, no, make sure you rest up and I hope your headache goes away soon, Seraphim.
Yeah, feel better soon.
Aye.
Drink water.
Drink water, make sure you have plenty of headache pills. It's 2086, you might be in trouble if you get stuck in the bureaucratic purgatory when you need to be in the emergency room, but other than that, if you reach the hospital alive, a good doctor can stabilise most any patient within a few moments. And Noble Electronics' lead programmer would have a very good doctor. So what the hell happened? Was she mistaken? Was he not officially declared dead till reaching the hospital for some reason, or?
Hard to think about it. I know.
Yar. Not hard to believe. So, David asked you to do this on Thursday, correct?
Yeah, Thursday.
And he passed last night, Friday.
Yeah.
So today is Saturday.
Wait, you don't think that when we met, he had already decided?
It's not healthy to speculate on that sort of thing. More importantly, it's not helpful. The dead don't have anything to offer the living. I should know.
You're probably right. Besides, we'll need to focus. Judging by the size of the crowd I'm looking at, it looks like we're about to jump into the thick of it. Oh no, where are we gonna get paparazzi and journalists?
Oh no!
Not the paps.
Not the paps! Oh no, we're in a car and there's paparazzi! Noble employee housing building. Platier. Lobby.
And I thought there were a lot of police here before. Maybe too late to ask, but you're not bad with crowds, are you, Morgan?
She's kidding, right? It's downright airy in here compared to what we just waded through. Wide eyes and clenched fists, heads peeking over, shoulders around signs. Police both mechanical and one-blooded. Closing the ranks with holograms and quickset wires to draw a severe perimeter. Protesters, mourners, fanatics and busybodies shuffle about the edges of the police line, the heat of their panicked anxiety washing over. Who the hell were all those people?
Well, there's always been people with strong feelings about our product.
Androids step forth into the mob gently, firmly, unfailingly parsing the human tide. Most of them with official police branding, but few remotely deputised consumer models emerge from the crowd to join them. All of them built by Noble. All of them built from David's code. All of them standing vigil outside his tomb. This is all technically company property, isn't it?
Yep. David had the penthouse all to himself, but every other floor's tenants are Noble employees too.
Oh yeah, did you often enjoy the fact that he had the penthouse all to himself? Not an uncommon arrangement in Uptown. Work at Noble, rent from Noble. Wave hello to your Noble neighbour in the morning and make sure to request a spot in the line at the official company crematorium. They don't actually do that last part. I think. Does Noble handle employee funerary arrangements?
Yeah, it's a pretty standard benefit actually. It's cheap for them compared to dental.
If you die, it's cheaper for us to bury you than it is for us to make sure your teeth are good.
But Noble's always been generous with benefits.
Do you let me have 1 minute off per year?
Work hard and the company will have you set for life.
And after.
And in death.
And in death. Both the state and Noble have gotten themselves entrenched here in the lobby. Security and damage control and PR and liability. Everyone just glad to be working. I'm feeling a little overstimulated. Any chance we can just skip all these checkpoints? We just bury the empty casket and sell the bodies for parts.
No, absolutely not.
So, who do you need permission from? The cops or the company?
My request went through, so we should have the go-ahead from both at this point. We won't need to go near the actual, Is it still called a crime scene if it's not technically a crime?
I don't want to think about how many suits Nibble's paying to debate that question right at this very instant. David's vault is in the penthouse basement. We can get bleh, but we can't get. But we can't get to it from these ground floor elevators. Proud straight up to the rooftop veranda, walk in his front door, and then head down. If Jess says we can do all that without stumbling across where he died, then.
Oh, okay. So if we just flash my ID card at any problem that comes up.
Including him.
No!
Hey ladies, I found my warm android.
I heard there were warm androids here.
I need to get another one for my other warm android at home.
My other one's leaking.
My other one's leaking from last night.
We have ruined this guy's character.
Hey ladies, look, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we're a bit at capacity at the moment. If anyone else buying, we won't be able to maintain. Huh? You're that lawyer, Morgan. You call me detective? How long has it been? Feels like it's been ages. Oh dear, not so bad about our last encounter, I hope. I'll live.
Famous last words.
I don't see the spunky one around. She's taking a mental health day to preserve that unflappable charm. Detective Reyes is around. Why, you miss her that bad? Yes. I've had pimples that were more endearing.
You two know each other?
Jess Starling, meet homicide detective Cassim London. It's a pleasure, miss. You remind me of my one-man.
Oh god. Oh, likewise.
As you might have guessed, the detective and I are acquainted. Comes with a line of work. Morgan's being modest, sweetheart. We're practically blood.
Oh wow, Puff, me? Sweetheart?
Oh my god, Jess, get it together! Something wrong, Starling?
No, nothing wrong.
Huh? But as close as we are, I still can't let her walk in off the street and onto a crime scene of ongoing investigation. Even Noble's lawyers have to play by the rules today. Play by the rules, so there is a game of it. What makes you assume I'm not here in a professional capacity? You're a criminal defense attorney and we're at a crime scene. Call it an old man's intuition. Okay, detectives don't rely on intuition, Lauren, do they? They rely on evidence. Oh, I don't rely on it, don't worry. I don't rely on anything but my warm androids. Just need to just need to lean on it every now and then. My back hacks up.
Oh, that sounds so fucking wrong. We're talking about the warm android, and then he's like, I just need to lean on it every now and then when my back.
My back's acting up. The fact that we keep making
Sorry.
up warm android jokes, and then the next line is immediately just like just fits so perfectly.
Oh, cool.
Down, girl. Guy gets a bit of grey in his hair and thinks it's a free pass act like a goddamn cowboy. I'm afraid your intuition is off this morning, detective. I'm here on a private matter. The deceased wasn't your client? No, that would have been a conflict of interest. Conflict of... You two knew each other? I see. In that case, allow me to give you my condolences. Thank you. But what I could really use is a bit of your help. You sure rally fast. Jess?
Right. Puff.
Just calm down and talk to the man.
Breathe.
Breathe, girl.
We have this clearance here, Detective Sir from legal, which allows us.
It's alright, little lady. I trust you. You can leave the paperwork posted for now.
Little lady.
We aren't here for David, really. We won't be sitting foot anywhere near your staging area, Detective. Alright, why not? How generous. I can afford to be generous today, because if I screw... He gestures to the lobby full of seats and cops. Plenty of folks at hand ready to pick up the slack. Well, if you're that at ease, maybe I can take this time to ask you a few questions. You can always ask, Tiger.
Oh, jeez.
But I think you understand what I mean when I say whether or not... I think you understand what I mean when I say whether or not I can answer is not entirely up to me. Also, how many times has Jess taken a breath from her inhaler?
It's all these sweet endearment terms and stuff.
Yeah, I think she's like done it 3 times.
She's weak.
She's weak. She'll never survive. May 5th. Tall. Blood type B+. Likes full colour as morning air. Dimples.
He likes them dimples on his warm android. They're good at coming up with nicknames.
Cats are dogs both. But I'm remembering birthdays since we has a warm android. Looking tired. You're looking a bit haggard. How long have you been out here anyway? Since this morning. But civilized folk don't call it morning when the street lights are still on. You got here at around 1 or 2 in the morning. Still homicide. It still means homicide wasn't brought in until hours after Noble had the lay of the land. Seems like you could use a break. I could use a retirement package. Hey, you're a lawyer, right? According to all my business cards. Think I can sue you for elder abuse? Not that kind of lawyer, sorry. You would lose, Lar. I already regret asking. That's why they got a homicide detective. Why have they got a homicide detective losing sleep over this anyway? A man is dead. He wasn't killed by fire, a vehicle, organized criminals, or disinformation. As far as we know. So the moment homicide's technically not the worst fit. How do you die by disinformation? But we're leading in name only. A high-profile death like this, everyone's got an eye on us. And a hand placed firmly on the back of our neck. Controversy. David was one of the biggest names in tech. He's the face of Noble Electronics. One could argue androids are only as common as they are today because of his contribution to the field. Some people feel that way, sure. So do you think anyone would want to hurt him because of that? Remind me, which one of us is the detective again? You really won't let me pick your brain? You already know the answer. Yes, ads are controversial, androids especially.
But we at Noble are aware that our products are sometimes the subject of heated debate, but...
No need to quote the handbook adage, miss. I'm a big fan of the warm android. Truth be told, I never understood the hate. I can't it fits. It's not that complicated, is it? How many people have lost a job to an ad at least once in their career? I realize one of them's lost their job because of their bosses. Their flesh and blood bosses fired them. No, ads are just a symptom. Scratch that, ads are just a product. Getting mad at them is pointless. Analyze them is less than pointless, because unlike us, they're all in chart.
And besides, Android production has surged over the last decade to become one of the nation's biggest exports.
True, nice to have at least one thing we make in this country.
That's right. Noble only outsources the production of a small handful of internal components. Every other part of the manufacturing process is proudly done right here at home.
I somehow doubt that everyone considers the specifics of Noble supply chain to be the point of national pride. But you don't need a political science degree to see how much the state values Noble's contribution to the national economy. Cooperating. You boys and Noble all getting along with each other, sharing your toys.
Ew.
I would never share my warm android. Some of the younger ones are bristling. But I always play well with others, Counselor. Wink. And how do the Megs play with you? They give you full access to building security. You're given us access, and they say it's full. Some big penumbra system, top of the line coverage, top to bottom of the building. Besides the data stream's torrential, it'll be a while before we can start making sense of it all. A more conspiratorial man might think that was intentional. Bury us in data and hope we're too swamped to find whatever they're trying to hide. Maybe.
Wait, they gave you full access to the penumbra? But that means every android in the building is feeding you their full spectrum.
You know your stuff. Penumbra pulls data from any android connected to a building's net. That's not much help since there aren't any androids in the penthouse.
Right.
Jess? What's up, Jess?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'd heard rumors. Never put much stock in them, but is it true Asher never owned a single android?
Never.
Well, I suppose I might do the same if I was the genius who programmed them all. Every time they opened their mouths, it'd just be his own lips refracted 1,000 times over, echoing back, and from behind a mask he carried.
Let me walk away for a brief moment to purify my mind.
Yeah? Alright, I'm gonna go get some coffee as well then. We're gonna be right back, chat. We'll be right back, chat. Stay at them, chat.
Okay, I have returned with purified mind. Separate ways. Did Faes leave too? I'll wait until she's back. Yeah, I think the epilepsy warning thing's more for when we're actively checking out a crime scene or something. There's a little bit of flashing going on then. Ooh. Separate ways with Ada Wong.
My word, separate ways. But yeah, no, I as soon as I left to go purify your mind, I went to go get a coffee and then I realised I had to pay.
It's okay.
Aye.
Coffees are always worth it.
Coffees are always worth it. It's fun to make your friends wait.
If you're back to Final Fantasy VII, try to learn Aerith. Oh, Aerith's so.
Aye.
I don't even know. I can't with her.
You just don't like her gameplay?
It's just very dainty and difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, I had to walk away to go and lock the door and stuff, but like after London was like talking about the androids with their mouths open and he would, and I'm like, I don't want to know what you would do, okay?
Yeah, no, Aerith is very unique in Final Fantasy VII, where she is a wizard in a I guess cyberpunk universe.
Hmm.
Cause she's like the only pure magic user in that game, I think.
I think so.
Aye.
Okay, back to this.
Back to this. Did you already read this line?
No.
Or
No, I said no. Go back there. So that means all you'll have to investigate with are the penthouse's security cameras.
yeah, but that should be more than enough to wrap up a case like this. In a good way, I mean. We're very much on top of this, ladies. She doesn't want him to leave quite yet. His single grey hair calls to her. I've been checking my phone, but the only thing the news seems to agree on is that David's passed away. Sorry, but if you're asking for details, no, thank you. For not letting them make this into a parade. Yet. We do our best to respect the privacy of anyone involved with an ongoing investigation. He declined to say victim. Detective. Dr. Asher was a close friend of mine for many years.
Yeah, he trusted Morgan more than anyone.
Can you tell me if he killed himself? It looks like that's the case. I see. Thank you for telling me that.
Dr. Ash.
Yeah, you're a Wilk. Sorry. Another round of guarded words. David was an important man, and it has only been a few hours. Although this tiptoeing gives me the feeling that whatever happened to David, it wasn't cut and dry. Alright, now listen, I don't mind being helpful, and I am trying to be sensitive here. We really do have a lot on our hands at the moment. So I'm gonna ask you to be discreet and ideally fast.
Well, our business is just in the basement. David's basement.
Why do you need to specify? Penthouse is on the top floor. The roof. This basement would be second to last floor if you want to be technical, detective. The point is...
But we don't need to go into the kitchen or the parlor. We'll go straight back to his workshop and then head downstairs.
The kitchen and the parlor? I understand. But all the same, I'd like to escort you two ladies there myself. Wow, an escort like royalty! Isn't he a gentleman?
Huh? Yes, he's...
Lead the way, detective. True to his word, London ushered us past the chattering seats and humming drones, through the checkpoints and into the elevator. As it climbed into the sky, we got a good look. Sorry, I saw somebody pop up and I was like, oh, it's playing Repo right now.
Me? No.
No!
Never.
Strifey suspiciously Repo shape. Because we could look at the growing throng of people gathered outside. And it's shifting makeup. Seems like it's mostly protesters now, or worse, brand loyalists. Idiots led around by the nose, their whole life following the musk of whatever trend is laid out before them each morning. Today's trail having led them here for half reasons they couldn't put into words, even their lives depends on it. They're like insects. I love how it's like a movie line.
You know what psychopaths start killing before they get to humans? Insects.
Yeah.
So it's also interesting to associate humans with being insects.
Yeah, no, like Morgan is definitely on the socio or psychopath spectrum. And she's a violent one at that, so like
I would say more psychopath then, because are they not meant to be the more violent ones that are
possibly. Also, she is like a mega serial killer.
Yeah. The ones who are like typically murderers are psychopaths, I'd say.
We're not gonna disparage all psychopaths and sociopaths, right? Because like you can be a good person with psychopathy and sociopathy. You just have to work for it.
Yeah. You have to try harder and put in the effort.
Yeah, like it's like a true measure if you're a good person or not, right? Is if like
the biggest challenge.
Yeah, if it's a challenge for you to be a good person, you do it anyway, you are a good person. And they look like them from up here. Morgan is a bad person.
Debatable.
True. Well, she's a bad person because she keeps committing murder.
But are the people being murdered, are they good people?
Like, in the last case, she literally just murdered 5 random women who happened to look like her rival and possible girlfriend.
But maybe there's more to the story that we just didn't know.
Maybe that is true. Well, she also, like, a line of hers was, I killed them because I goddamn felt like it.
True.
Eh? They're probably already behind their spin. The misunderstood genius of Dr. David Asher, a video essay in 5 parts. Why the company insisted on cultivating such a following for him, I never understood. Fuck, this is Apple. They could have easily pinned his achievements on someone more marketable. Some random photogenic employee or a fashion model with glasses. David wouldn't have minded. He never wanted attention. Never wanted the attention. The chaos. Maybe it's as simple as bad luck. Just happened to have the right look for the part. A man buried in his work, with his eyes fixed ahead. "10:32 a.m. Noble employee housing building. Coletta. Paint house. This is what? His laboratory?
His shop, he called it.
How down to earth. It's messy in here.
Oh no, she triggered.
I'm so glad I killed him. David is always disorganized. Why a programmer needs to make such a mess just to run tests on computers, I'll never. But as sloppy as he could be, he didn't like it when other people saw it. Even if he was leaving things like this. He must not have entertained any guests down here in some time. Thanks for all your help, Detective London. Don't mention it. What, do you want me to step out? We won't take long. Not lacking for boldness, are you? Look, I have to take a phone call.
We'll be in and out as soon as possible, promise. And whatever Dr. Ash wanted
set aside for his foundation, we'll be sure to flag it. Right. At least she's already wearing gloves. If you find that boy, you'll be our first call.
Morgan, what was that stuff about his foundation? Dr. Ash's charity has always been managed by an outside group.
You haven't spent a lot of time around crime scenes, have you?
Actually, this is my first.
Well, generally speaking, it's not really common to retrieve things from the premises while the cops are still searching for them.
Oh. Oh.
Look, if David had something to give me, we can go and get it.
Huff.
Just can't make a ton of noise about it, understood?
Of course.
Great! After you.
Right, quiet as a church house. A church house?
The phrase is quite as a church mouse, but...
Caught myself. I'm okay. I'm okay.
But now it doesn't seem like the time to correct her.
Very quiet.
Very quiet, very stumble. David's shop was a mess, but the mess felt familiar. It was very David. Is that a full bar?
It looks like it.
Aye.
Is that an actual car?
Wait, oh my god, it is! Coming down here, I barely recognise the place. Starters, there's a goddamn gym. David hated exercise. Always claimed he didn't have time for it. And I got him a treadmill and the subscription for a personal coaching program with a schedule and subroutine. So he couldn't find the time. And then even when I explained to him that the program accounted for that and adapted to his schedule, he still...
Morgan, what's up? You're smiling. What's so funny?
Nothing, just surprised to see the place renovated.
Yeah, he actually had me on mail tag with a couple contractors a while back. Never thought I'd have to learn so much about concrete and wiring and marble. Did you know marble needs to be treated or else indoor air will start to corrode it?
I actually did know that. I didn't... Pheasant knew that because I grew up rich.
With the fancy marble.
Yeah. You've never tried to get water out of marble, have you?
I've never been in contact with marble.
Fair enough, fair enough. I didn't know that. Is that true?
Wait, is it not? But her guy told me that without an epoxy finish, the entire bar table could.
Is that the vault over there then?
Yeah. Stands out, I guess.
Nervous?
What's that? Oh, a little, I guess. But the inhaler helps, mostly, so...
Aren't you going to use it or open it?
Open it. Don't you know the combination?
No, I do not know the combination to David's basement vault.
Oh. Oh. Oh, no, how could I have... He didn't tell you or give you a code or...
He gave me the code to get into the building. On the parking garage. Well, not the code to whatever this is.
Puff.
Okay. You know, there were a lot of scattered papers back in his shop. Could he have left you a note with one on one of them?
Yes, he could have. He would have. In fact, I think he probably did. You just stay right here, Morgan. I'll have this settled in just a sec.
Sounds good. Right then. Well, it's definitely locked. Looks like it's a Tethys Basics Certicare Anti-Hack Anti-Digital High Rate Code Panel. Nothing basic about it, but at least I can see the password's limited to 6 characters. Only 1 million possible combinations. Screw that. Forget it. So there's a different terminal over there. Hotel security systems. According to the label, maybe it controls the whole room. Damn, it's password protected too. And the code's 64 digits long?
Jeez.
What's the point of a camera system that's harder to track than your literal vault? You egghead. Okay, yeah, a programmer probably would care more about his IoT than whatever he can fit in a safety deposit box. Guess it's a 6-digit vault or nothing. But I'm a lawyer, not a lockpack. For other things I get up to in my private time, I've never pulled off a bank heist before. Until I've got here is my head. So what do I know? I know whatever David put in the safe he wanted it kept secure. I also know that he wanted me to have it. So maybe he thought ahead. Maybe he would guard it in such a way that I would be the only one who could get to it. David liked games. And he really liked beating me. So he's left one last puzzle for me. I don't mind going another round. Taking a closer look, this is a pretty serious looking set of resistant training equipment. And these weights, they're all set near the marks. Noble had an opinion in the traditions along with his stylist. David would be downright scrawny. There's no way he's putting up these numbers. In which case, the digits on these weights could be a clue. It's too many and I can't guess the order. Hell, Asher. So all the weights to marks because it looked more neat. Must be spare liquor cabinet. This is a bar, madam. Damn, there's a lot of good stuff here, and a lot of bottom shelf swill. Kind of bargain bin vodka and nose burner whiskey that only an underground programmer could love.
Whiskey.
Whiskey? I could go at a whiskey, honestly. Nostalgia's like sweat. Nostalgia's sweet like that. Overpowering. 1 part per million can cover up for even the cheapest aftertaste. David's wine collection, still towering over the room. I don't know why he'd buy so many bottles. He didn't particularly like the stuff. Maybe just to fill out all these shelves. Not all the bottles are untouched. Some don't have any dust in them at all. That's why you have garbage bin vodka gets put in a lemon drop. It's a mechanism for retrieving bottles off the rack. Latest bottle chosen was a Murder Comp 81. Could be significant. So the vintages only list the year they were bottled and not the month or day. So those digits for the code.
Car.
I couldn't click on the car. It's
Aww.
a very big painting. And it's impressionist. No. Cubicle. Cubits, which is still incorrect. Yeah, cubicle. That seems better. It is not. Whether it's singular, do you remember that David liked this painting? Stay on it, it could be a 6-digit password, but I don't see one anywhere. Maybe sitting your work was considered gosh amongst the cubicle-ists. I love that, like, Morgan doesn't know what anything is called ever.
Yeah, like them little figurine things.
Yeah, the fidget base. I can't do anything with the car.
Imagine there being a big fancy car there and she doesn't even like acknowledge it.
David hates the
It's
cars.
like, yep, that's normal.
Oh! It's floorings in the addition. Looks like sandpaper, but it's bouncy, rubberized. It's like something you drag your feet on at the gym or a factory floor. It's more high performance than high class, expensive, but not what you expect for a penthouse. Well, scratch that, it's actually cracked here. Rubber doesn't break, it bends, that's the thing. Someone must have cheated out during installation, left a defect in. That or David left a jackhammer on overnight. I've searched the whole room now. Time to make or break.
Oh god. Do we have to look at any like written notes maybe?
I can't look at anything else.
I guess you just put random numbers in.
No dice. I feel like there's at least one hint that came across. Better try again.
One hint.
See here. One car.
The painting?
R.
11,
11:25:58.
There we go. That was quick.
Well, yeah, but it's very hard to tell, Arm. When it's just like, oh yeah, you can't look at your phone during this.
Yeah, how were we supposed to know it? Because she said she couldn't see.
Yeah, no, I think we were supposed to get it wrong the first time, and then like, or look at the painting first and then look up the painting. 11:25:58. The date the painting was signed. Password like that is and isn't left in plain sight. Nice one.
Hey, Morganite.
Jess!
Hey, Morganite. What, how did you get it to open? What is that?
I turned back around just in time to see a door finished swinging open and with a mechanical grace, revealing...
Oh!
Oh my goodness! Oh, is that Warm Android?
Oh no, don't let the detective find
Hide
her.
it from Detective London! A girl with a barcode emblazoned across her temple, required by law to be plainly visible. It's an android, clearly marked as such. Yet even sounding this close, I could swear it's...
Snoring?
This android is actually very cute.
A little bit of drool coming out the mouth.
I stepped forward and placed the back of my wrist on the android's brow. Warm.
Uh-oh. It must be a prototype for the Animate 16. Or maybe a prototype for 17. Or 18?
Biomechanical android with real human flesh. Oh god!
Oh.
I hope that's lab-grown human flesh.
Sorry, biomechanical, yes, but it's organic flesh, not human. They're grown from lax Gemini cultures, but the...
Sorry, I misspoke.
Right, understandable since...
Seemed surprised, Jess. Hasn't been working on warm androids like this one for a few years now.
Repo.
I spray you with a spray bottle. Throw it. Yarn. Need a refill? Warm Android supplementals are available for purchase at the Noble Shop. Purely deprived of war, they may shut down most functions or to preserve emergency power. Not interested in sponsored search results? See further with a premium account.
I will say this android's very uniquely dressed.
Nyar. So your warm android, once your order of supplementals has been confirmed paid. Not when you start giving it supplementals again, once the supplementals has been confirmed as paid. Also, supplementals are in quotes. I'm guessing it's just a subscription fee to keep the android working.
Yeah.
Hey. You seem surprised, Jess. Hasn't no one been working on warm androids like this one for a few years now?
A warm android's like this one? I mean, yes, we have. Sorry, it's just that this particular model is very, it's very cutting edge.
Bleeding edge, judging by the flush on those cheeks.
Oh, I can flush.
Blush! I think it's safe to say that we found what we're looking for.
I think so too.
That presents a problem then.
Oh, do you not approve?
I've got nothing against androids. My concern is a bit more immediate and, well, practical.
Practical?
I don't know how to turn it on.
I know someone who does.
Did somebody say warm android?
Aw.
Bursting out of the warm android's mouth is just Detective London.
Oh my god. Do you see a switch or something?
Do you?
Can we turn it around or?
I poke the android's ribs. A little less give than expected given its frame, but the rigidity is remarkably lifelike. The slap sound effect!
The
I
poor
place
thing's
my
just
hand on the shoulder
sleeping.
and give it a shake. But it doesn't budge. This thing has to weigh more than...
Right, androids mostly transport themselves, so people are always surprised to find out they're a bit heavier than they look.
Bet I'm surprised the whole ream isn't slanted. There's no way in hell we're moving this thing without waking it up.
Crap. First of all, now this.
I was able to guess the combination just by poking around. Compare that, finding this Hunger Junk's power switch should be a child's play. I think I know where to start. Jess, I'm gonna sit back in the lab for a moment, alright, Aiton?
Huh? Oh, sure, I'll, there's gotta be a manual around here.
Good idea. Might be some kind of prototype, but it's still got a barcode. Maybe we can scan its GIN number and find something in the company files. What is a GIN number? Oh.
Generic identification number. I was thinking, because they were talking about the supplements, right? So I was thinking, remember the wine bottles that don't
Yeah.
have dust on them? So maybe...
Oh, maybe the wine bottles are supplements.
Yeah.
Person humans have dropped seasons
Fins.
then. Cultural icon. Fake GIN barcodes, fins, are one of the most common requested tattoos. The whole barcode once finished to avoid breaking identity lore. Smelly Paka infamously sports GIN tattoo across his right knuckles. Fine for displaying false GIN on international broadcasts every time he enters the ring. Alright.
Yeah, of course. All generic ID numbers should be paired with industry standard files on maintenance tracking power requirements.
I somehow doubt that an enigmatic android taking a cat nap in a sarcophagus in David Asher's basement will have a user manual. But I can't hurt for her to try and...
Did she just trip again?
She did!
I'm okay. Broke a heel, but I'm okay. I carry glue.
And I'd rather start to lap by myself.
She only
so
has
goddamn
herself to blame
clumsy.
for them heels.
Heels were a bad idea for her.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, if I were David and I wanted to make sure that only one person would be able to walk out of here with that android, how would I set that up?
Okay, so we're in a different room.
Hey, this is his shop.
Yeah.
Diagrams of human anatomy. The hands are highlighted. The most developed part of the human body. Because they're making stone axes and sending emails. And robotic brains can do just fine with claws or 3-digit imitations. Androids are expected to look like people and move like them too. Getting the hands right must be a big priority at Noble. That tree-like shape on the right is a neuron. Those branches receive input of varying weight, and then, some is greater than a certain threshold, the neuron fires. A zero becomes 1 and all other zeros around it take it into consideration. Repeat that a couple billion times a second and you've got a human brain. A computer powerful enough to simulate all of reality. I'm not saying I'll share it in the magazine anyway. Haven't seen one of these since college. But this must be a 3D printer. Of some sort. Feels expensive enough to make other printers look like soda fountains by comparison.
I actually
don't know
thought it
plenty of the
was
settings.
like a vending machine.
Aye. God, you can make so much D&D on this. By the way, I still do need to run headshot the rock with a few people, as I promised. These appear to be holding things for something. How should I know? No labels on anything, typical for a genius. But a nightmare for anyone trying to pick up after him. It's a lot more hard science than expected in here. Centrifuges and glass and microscopes. Don't programmers do all their work with a keyboard? Anything else that we missed? Is it just Peter left?
I think.
Yeah, it looks like it.
What's up?
Boot. Looks like a perfectly normal computer. If I'm lucky, the security will be fairly normal as well. Do you want to be a computer?
I'd love to be the computer. Boot up complete. Username.
Vocal commands. David Asher. Morgan. Guest.
Thank you for logging in as a guest.
I'm mostly giving you like the computer roles and other things because I am both narrator and Morgan.
Yeah, I just like how I'm like all the desks and the holograms and the.
Like.
By the way, why is your face kind of looking scary right now?
Oh fuck! I hit the wrong button. Hang on, let me go ahead and fix that.
I just turned around and you're like, you look like you're gonna
I think oh, it's when I was inputting everything into the bar.
Oh.
Yeah, I was using my numpad, so like everything up to the end. Listen, I was channeling Morgan for a while.
Yeah.
It didn't recognize my voice. So I can probably rule out a vocal command being the key to waking the android.
Do you have a question?
More than one. For now, what should I search for on this computer? Morgan. Search files for Morgan.
23 results on the local drive.
I can work with that. Mostly phone book and social data, but I don't recognize this file type. Some kind of personal format. Date of birth, education, occupation, blood type, height, and weight. Alright, but a little invasive, don't you think? DNA and fingerprints. Now, why do you have that, David? My DNA isn't on any database. I made sure of that. So you couldn't have bought it from anywhere. He must have collected it himself from like a wine glass or the like. The easiest to do, but why do it? Alright, I'm starting to get a pretty clear picture of what it'll take to turn on this android. To what? For the where and the how, I'll just have to manage. Still just a piece of machinery. If it won't really turn on, then we start hitting it.
Is she gonna put her hair in its mouth?
Hello, Mala, welcome on in! Ah, no worries, no worries.
Mala, did you get Cantarella?
Did you get Cantarella? That's the important question.
Did you get the MILF?
Did you get her?
Oh, awesome! Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't tune in. I fell asleep and then I had to make dinner for everyone.
Oh yeah! Televisor Revolve and welcome on in! Yeah, no, this game has been a blast so far. Failed 50-50 but got Vernal and then Cantarella. Not our weapon. Oh no.
Okay. Morgan, there you are. I've looked in every registry I could find and every database I could get into, but I don't think this android is in the system.
It was a long shot, don't beat yourself up over it.
Yeah, but an android without the proper identification is...
It's only buying or selling an android without proper identification that's illegal. It doesn't seem like he ordered this online.
I guess you're right, huh?
We'll have it registered soon enough anyway. I think I figured out what we need to do here.
Oh?
David really wanted me to have this. He would have left some way for me to turn it on.
What are you thinking?
David had my fingerprints and my DNA on file. By requiring both, he could be reasonably sure that no one was powering up this android without my approval. You've done a swab before, haven't you?
Every month for the company. Apparently they're building a database on employee epigenetics cross-referenced with... Oh, so you're gonna...
My DNA and my fingerprint make the K. Now where to find the lock?
On its bum.
Nice! My guess would be a hand, right? Let's pick its nose. No, it's because it's not impossible.
Morgan? Are you really going to stick your thumb up its nose?
Aye? Think you will like Mala? We'll say you didn't televise revolting. No, I'm not. Take something that silly to be out. I don't even want it anymore.
Lips.
Lips.
Lips!
Lips are one of the most sensitive parts of the body. I should know her. Not the worst place to make a scan, even if it's gross placing my fingers there.
It's gonna... Oh, that's... Still not doing it, huh?
Come on, do I really need to push my finger deeper? Jiggle the key?
Oh man, you went right in there. Are you touching the tongue?
It's blinking at me.
Oh,
Oh my god! Do you want to be
good
Sarah?
moment. Good moment.
Android manager, I don't know, just shove your whole face into the android's mouth and press down, you'll find it somewhere, aye? Long beat? Kids modding to you too?
And then it bites off her finger.
Aye? That was my cheating finger.
Cute. Hello, I've never seen you two before.
I guess we should introduce ourselves then.
Hi.
This is Jessica Starling, she works for Dr. Asher. And I'm Morgan, a friend of his. Go on.
I understand. She is Jessica Starling and you are Morgan. Last name unknown.
No, Morgan is my lot.
Father told me about you. Aw, he did? Wait. Father?
David. You had it call you daddy?
Oh dear God.
Oh no! Don't let London
Another
know.
one.
Don't let London know.
He's taken a long time, by the way. I wonder who he's on the phone to.
Mainly
am
it's for his
referring
mom
to-
android.
Dr. David Asher. Are you confused?
That's not the word I'd use. I'll throw a bone beyond the grave for the case of the doctor and just move this along. Did David say anything about... Did David say that he was giving it to me? Transferring ownership?
Ownership. That is correct.
And what else did...
Mostly correct.
Right, and what else did he tell you?
Many things.
Oh my god, she is so cute.
Can you specify?
I thought conversation was the first thing David figured out how to program.
Did Dr. Asher tell you anything that he wanted you to convey to Morgan? A message you were supposed to pass on? Yes.
Jess, I think it's fine to...
Oh, okay, sure, I'll give you two. Or, well, I'll give you some privacy, Morgan. I've actually gotten about 14 messages in the last 2 minutes, so...
I locked Detective London out when I found this android.
I'll just head back up to the lab to take some calls, okay?
Thanks, Jess.
Yes. Thank you, Jess. You're welcome. Is the android pretending to be like Morgan?
Yeah, I think so.
That's so cute.
That is adorable. Just the two of us now.
Little baby duck has spotted its mother.
Its mother after the mother has just put its entire hand in its mouth. So, what do I call you?
My name is Sarah. It's nice to meet you, Morgan.
Trust me, the pleasure's all mine. So, what's the message?
Father told me that I would be living with you from now on. And he told me that you would look after me.
Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Should it?
All this life with warmth and breadth and something close to blood in its veins. Just what are you anyway?
You forgot my name already? It's Sarah.
What were you built for? You're warm, obviously. And one of those physical therapy models, are you?
That would be highly illegal. I haven't completed 500 hours of study at a state-approved massage therapy school. I haven't even completed 1 hour.
Wait, is all the weight... Yeah, no, definitely all the weightlifting is for Sarah. All the equipment is for Sarah, just to see how strong they are. What purpose did Dr. Asher design you for?
I don't know the answer to that question.
You don't know why he built you?
No, should I?
How can you not?
Do you?
Would I be asking you if I did?
I meant, do you know why you were created? Why you were born?
Oh, we're gonna get into some philosophy, aren't we?
Deep.
Why? Why me? Why would you? Why are you doing this? You're a freak! A freak! I'm a monster! What the hell is wrong with you? Please don't kill me! Please, why? Why? There's a monster like you even born! Guess I walked into that one. I was starting to wonder if you had the Turing solution.
Father's framework for programming linguistics and artificial systems. And the body of work for which he first gained international recognition.
Yeah, and international gel.
Do you have an answer to my question? An answer as to why you were created? Why you exist?
Occam's razor. I'm here because my parents wanted me.
I see. Then I will give a similar answer. I was created because Father wanted to make me.
Can't argue with that logic now, can I?
Can't argue with that logic. Father did say that you're a lawyer.
Yeah, it's me.
You're a lawyer, and I defeated you with logic.
World-class high-power attorney. The best defense money can buy.
So, do you catch criminals?
Oh my god, Sarah's eyes!
Flash.
That's what cops do.
Do you litigate criminals?
That's what prosecutors do.
Then, do you fight for the underrepresented? Expose injustice through corrupt corporations and officials?
I don't think anyone does that anymore.
Then, what do you do?
I'm a criminal defense attorney.
A defender of the innocent and powerless? Oh, the little drool.
Oh my god, she has the Morgan eye sparkle! Her.
Do you also?
Now that you know all about me, what can you tell me about yourself?
I've never had to do that before.
First time for everything. How old are you?
I'm not sure I can give you a satisfactory answer.
Oh, for two on answering simple questions. What's the date of your earliest memory?
2 years ago.
A baby!
I'm a baby.
And where are you constructed or assembled or whatever? What facility?
I was not constructed at any facility. Father created me. Here, he gave birth to me by himself.
I came from his mind! You're saying that if I took you apart, I wouldn't be able to find any makers from any manufacturers, any ideas of any description.
You want to take me apart?
David was a programmer, not an engineer. How could he build a custom android from scratch in the comfort of his own home? He couldn't have. Must have had help. Probably a whole department's worth. Let's get around. There's gotta be someone in the company who can ID this thing. Let me figure out what's so important about it. Doesn't look like any androids I've ever seen. Hey Morgan, do you think you raised a 2-year-old? What? Okay, thanks, bye! That's actually what Asher did!
Yep.
Except he didn't say, hey, can you raise my 2-year-old? He was like, hey, can you take this thing that I want you to have? And then dropped a baby into Morgan's arms? What's he made of?
This body is comprised of organic tissues integrated directly into cybernetic systems. They require organic nourishment, including water, carbohydrates, and salt.
Wait, worm androids have to eat and drink? It cannot be worth that much trouble.
My cybernetic systems operate largely as analogues to their equivalents in the human body. I have a respiratory system for oxygen exchange and a centrally located pump that circulates oxidant.
And you've got a heart. How quaint. But where does all the extra weight come from?
Pardon?
Tried moving it earlier and it felt like I was pulling against a truck.
My skeleton is a combination of medical-grade plastics and a military-grade titanium carbide alloy.
Oh! That sure took the wind out of ourselves.
My muscles are made of adaptive rare earth alloy nano-weave fiber with shock absorption and kinetic chain potential rated pass.
Wait, did you say military grade?
I am a weapon. I have a grip strength above 1,000 kilograms.
That's not even a joke anymore! She could break apart a building with her bare hands!
I can run at sustained speeds over 60 kilometers per hour. I can jump 6 meters vertically. I can lift approximately.
I'm not sure what kind of grip strength most androids are walking around with, but I've never seen any of them move the way it's talking about. This time that it seems to be poised, controlled, spring tight, strength and flexibility, like a ballerina or a gymnast. Strong enough to flip over a tank, lifelike enough to avoid detection. As long as it never stepped on a scale, it'd make for the perfect infiltration unit. The perfect weapon, if you could keep its development a secret. Did David really put something that heavy on the plate? Dismantling a military prototype in secret.
Are you deep in thought?
A military infiltration android would look more true-cut and less unforgettable. And would David really devote personal time and effort just to make another weapon for the military?
I have other features I could tell you about, if you like.
If I shot you, would you die?
It would be very painful. And there would be a discharge of fluid, but conventional weapons would not prove particularly effective.
That settles it. This thing's a weapon. Sure as I...
Would you like to know about my hair?
Your hair?
I'm impressed you noticed. Each fiber contains miniaturized solar cell lattice technology, allowing me to remain charged throughout the daytime.
That must come in handy.
I haven't actually had the chance to use it yet. This room has ambient wireless charging functionality. And I haven't gone outside much.
Okay, maybe it's not a weapon after all. You're just a pincushion, aren't you?
I am not familiar with the term. Searching. Pincushion, jargon, design. Refers to prototypes filled with experimental technologies to check for compatibility issues.
Oh, I love that their eyes look like flash.
Yeah, and the barcode thing too.
Yeah, that is true, yeah. Good idea, not sure what to do with that. Stick in the pincushion. It's good as an explanation as any for what I'm staring at. A mismatch of state-of-the-art military features spliced with odd new technologies and seemingly pointless additions. The end result being a singular, unsellable android that wasn't particularly good at anything and would break down after only a few years.
Pincushions are a small but valid part of the field of android manufacturing. They are valuable to collectors who see them as time capsules filled with their designers' most outlandish ideas and least reproducible results.
Hmm. But even the most nonsensical pincushions are built via committee over years, with numerous engineers and programmers adding to their pet functions. Android before me claims to have been built by one man. Man who is now... It seems he got off track there, Sarah. Was there anything else David told you to relate to me?
Besides that you were to look after me, he also told me that you were reliable and that I should trust you. He said that I was to listen to you and obey your instructions.
Finally, some good news.
As you say, Adonai. Oh my
What's
god,
that?
Adonai. Dude, that's why I named my Genshin Impact character Adonai.
Oh,
It's like the name of like God or something in another language or something, isn't it?
Is that?
I think, is it like Hebrew? I don't know.
I don't know.
I know it like means God.
That where's you called me? What was that?
Adonai.
Oh yeah, it is from Hebrew.
Oh,
spot on.
Big brain strifey.
Big brain. Your brain is pulsating out of control, Strifey.
Adonai from classical Hebrew. Translated literally, it means my lord. Do you prefer that I call you master?
No.
Very good, Adonai.
Why did David use Hebrew though?
Abrahamic myth tells of servants constructed out of earth and clay designed to resemble and obey their masters. Golems. Father must have found the comparison appropriate.
Amusing, more likely. It's just a joke.
Father would not make light of such a thing.
Sure he would.
Perhaps we should ask him to clarify his reasoning for himself. Where is Father, by the way? Is he upstairs?
When was the last time you were active?
38 hours ago.
Thursday night then?
Correct.
Right. David Asher is dead. He died last night, understand?
How? May I see him?
Him? See him? No, I wouldn't be able to see him. Funeral's probably not for a few days.
Father was not... He was not sick.
I don't feel like doing the whole song and dance with 2 robots in one day. It's very charming, but let's go to commands only.
What? What happened? Did he have an accident?
Why is it still doing the theatrics? Does it not recognise my authority yet? The police have determined that he committed suicide. For the time being, we'll all focus on getting you properly registered. Maybe then you'll take commands the first time I say them and not...
The police are wrong.
Excuse me?
They are wrong. Father did not commit suicide. He would never do such a thing. Father had... He told me.
Look, Sarah... I'm... sorry?
You're sorry? Tensions tipping. Father said you were his friend.
Murder bot activated. I've been around death a lot. So don't try and lecture me about grief experiment.
Experiment. My name is Sarah. You will use it because my father, Dr. David Asher, the greatest programmer in the world, gave it to me. And he did not kill himself.
Excuse me. Let's say you're right. David didn't commit suicide. If that's the case, the police will realise that's soon enough.
The police have already made their determination. That's what you just said. Father said that you were a lawyer, that you were capable and reliable. And a friend.
Puffy cheeks!
Little puff cheeks.
Oh my god, Sarah is so cute.
You should be looking into his death.
That's... Is that an order?
Of course not. It is a request, Adonai.
A request that I'll have to refuse. Police have their job and I have mine. Stick my nose into their investigation any further, they'll come down on me hard. Cops don't like lawyers on principle. But what they really hate are people who tell them how to do their job. Let's go. We need to...
Father asked you to look after me.
Yeah, he did. So he said that you should obey me, but you don't seem quite as fixated on that part.
And he said something else. He said that you owed him a favor.
Oi!
One favor.
Mangy cat face, then you're the flu!
Ouch. You fucking jump scared me.
I'm sorry, Streetfit. Don't worry about the door locking behind you, and you. That's for your safety. I'm so sorry, Streetfit.
Oh,
wait!
thank you for streaming your game. Oh,
Wait, are you the dev?
Oh,
Holy
we're
crap.
honored.
Oh my goodness, I'm so... Thank you so much for subbing in. And yeah, no, we've been having a blast with this game.
Mm-hmm.
I know we played through the demo, but we couldn't get that recorded.
We played through it twice.
Yeah,
Actually.
we played through episode 0 twice. We love this game, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, thank you so much for the follow. The Thin Ice starts here, Spearmint. Now it's between him and me.
Father is gone, so now it is between you and I. And I am calling in the favor now.
What?
You don't have to take care of me anymore. Consider that request null and void. You can sell me to some collector, or you can donate me to a university. It doesn't matter. In exchange, you will prove Father didn't kill himself. And you will make sure that whoever hurt him is held accountable. You will do as I say.
You will do as I say, Adonai.
Why are you laughing?
It's you and me, not you and I. You and me. Yeah, no, you've done such a good job, Mangy Carface. Chef's kiss. David would roll over in his grave if he knew you'd gotten that wrong.
It was not my intention to amuse or rotate puff cheeks.
I have known Sarah for less than 10 minutes and I would kill for them.
You would kill for less. You've already killed for less.
Morgan has already killed for this. That is true. That is true. No, that's for damn sure. Fine, I'll take the deal. I'll take that deal, Sarah.
You mean you will prove that Father did not?
I mean, I'll look into it. I'm a lawyer. I don't prove anything. I just disprove what I can.
Then where do we start?
Wait, I didn't realize you had that. Bleh. Wait, I didn't realize you had a law degree.
I do not have a law degree, but I am a fast learner.
I'm downloading law right now. Also, Mangy Carface, I am terribly sorry for what we've been doing to London.
We don't bring that up.
When London appears again, we're gonna do the bit. It's inevitable. This isn't a job interview.
And I am far from useless. I can...
Dad did raise at least one good question. Where do I start? I'm a defense attorney, not a police detective, and David was my friend, not my client. I won't be able to poke around their hole unless...
And I am also capable of...
Can you tell a lie? I
am capable of making statements that are false.
Guess that'll have to do.
Are you going to ask me to lie?
Yes. To the police, in fact.
Lying to the police is a felony.
Androids don't commit felonies, they make errors.
Oh. I see. What kind of error did you have in mind, Adonai? Are you sure about this?
You have questions too, don't you? Right now, I'm just a little better equipped to get the answers than you are.
Tough. Okay, go for it. I'll make sure they're watching. Is the air quality at Noble headquarters kept up to state standards?
What's that?
All these Noble employees seem to have asthma. Was Father also working under such poor conditions?
They don't have asthma.
Then why are they all carrying inhalers?
Oh, actually, why
Yes,
are they
ma'am,
all carrying
she's-
inhalers?
Yeah, I thought it was just...
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
It's a class 2 sim... Oh my god, she's just doing drugs.
Even more so when London's right there
Yeah.
calling her names.
Invented by a purely recreational drug by the notorious Skullhead Mafia. Oh my god, that's so good.
They're all high.
They're all high. Honestly, yeah, the fact that, like, I was suspecting that she didn't have asthma, I was like, is she just, like, doing drugs to have an inhaler? But I didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. She's right over here. Oh. Oh, it's you.
Toxic Yuri, let's go.
Oh, it's you. Am I really voicing all of this right now?
Oh my god, I did not know they were gonna show up together.
All we need now is a little brat.
Eh?
Did I mess up?
On the contrary.
Who's Meg again?
I'll take Meg since you're playing 3 characters in this
Okay.
scene.
Yeah.
Eyes wide. Wait, the Meg are the private security.
Ah. Okay. Hateful term used to refer to so-called mega corporations or anyone who works for them. Okay.
Derogatory. Heavy words. Word Shark would use to refer to yarn. Tired of having to read anti-industry sentiment on the net? Check out our auto censor tools that will replace harmful words like Meg with family-friendly ones from the alternatives like Job Creator or Patriot. As what she's a DA. Quiet. She succeeded spectacularly in getting Noble's ears perked up. Emma Rockfarts.
Ah, that's her name.
Oh, February 13th. Shorter than me. Blood type O positive. Likes milk tea,
Getting the
white
staff's
noise,
attention.
black lace.
Oh.
Oh. Reads true crime body strippers. Okay, girl. I mean, get. Getting the staff's attention. We're set deciding what to order. Oh, you know about that, do you, Morgan? Didn't get around to you here.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be here either. But the powers that be think my presence sends a strong message to the Megs, so... No, wait. What are you doing here?
A few minutes later.
I see. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for saying that. And thank you, Detective Reyes, for your many kind words. What's new about Reyes?
Default status, do not disturb.
Mood.
Man spreading.
Chewing gum sports drink spiking. She does look like the type to like sports drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's been shopping for groceries, that's actually kind of cute. For your many kind words.
We can't all be as talkative as you.
Normally, quoting poetry would feel pretentious, but when you're so genuine in your reading...
Bite me. I don't know that there's a need for all that.
Very mature, detective. Just come up with that by yourself.
Oh, no, that's Kaguya's signature pose.
Like the pop star?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She's such a little nerd.
Oh.
Oh god, Reyes, you're a cutie in disguise.
Reyes is their biggest fan.
Aye? You can admit it if you want to.
Well, there's nothing to admit because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know who that is.
Stage name for a singer-songwriter known for her powerful voice and her stage persona. After lower. Blitz. A quadruple platinum album.
Look how old they are.
Age is listed as 1,086 years old. Single in. Oh
Yeah,
my god, she's a VTuber.
Oh my god. One of us.
One
At this
of us,
point,
one of us.
how could you not know them if they've been around for over 1,000 years?
I mean, like, that's definitely just, like, part of her lore.
Mm-hmm.
Billboard's Top 100. Rubicon Digital Singles Chart. The Night At Music Video Streaming Tracker. Details on the pop star remain scarce and protecting her anonymity for fan culture. VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Stage makeup was formulated specifically to make facial recognition on her impossible. A representative for her record company met with the press to clarify that she is simply a private person who wants her fans to enjoy the experience that is Kaguya's voice. Search for Kaguya Lore Explained, Kaguya Iceberg Explained, Kaguya Throwback Tour tickets where to buy. Okay, yeah, no, this game is great. Wait, now you're saying you don't know who Kaguya is? She's the most famous.
Yeah, well, I just don't know who that is, so... Ma'am. Weren't you about to say something? Oh, well, I'm still surprised to see you here now, Morgan. Are you helping plan the services? Actually, the company will be planning Dr. Asher's funeral service. Wouldn't his family want to take care of that?
No.
No? No. I see. Sorry. But if that's the case, why are you here, Morgan? Ha! Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to disrupt your morning.
Signature pose again?
Hey, that's... You're here for the same reason as every other suit they've got crawling around. Money.
You're not wrong. There are a lot of annoying insects with annoying agendas scurrying around before my friend's body's even cold. But the honest truth is, I don't even know if David had a will.
The company helped him manage his estate. Legal is probably already on it. Actually, judging by how much coffee that intern is carrying into the elevator, I'm certain they are. It's me.
It's me!
I am the coffee smuggler.
Strafey, I see you've managed to steal the coffee from the Megs. Well done!
I'm on my way to play Repo in his laboratory.
You've got 85 cups of coffee.
Right, so if you're not here for the funeral or the reading of the will...
Miss Starling asked me to come here, actually on a matter unrelated to David's passing.
An unrelated matter? That's convenient.
Isn't it? But now that I am here, it's come to my attention that the police have made a determination in the case of David's death.
And where did you hear that?
Am I mistaken?
No, you're right. They concluded that it was suicide.
Can always count on her, to be blunt. I was worried about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you must be feeling...
Because I'm going to have to contest that charge.
What?
The state has made a charge, so I'm arguing against it.
The hell are you talking about?
The police believed David committed suicide. Suicide is a felony in this country, Detective.
It is technically a crime to commit suicide, yes, but we're not in the habit of bringing dead men to trial. Especially not for their own murder, Morgan.
No, not a trial, of course. Of course not. But there would be a preliminary hearing in a case like this.
Technically, as a formality. Assuming the courts aren't busy that day.
I'm afraid on this occasion I'm going to have to insist on formality.
Yeah, well, you really don't have much say in the matter, do you?
With David gone, I have the only say, really. I am, after all, his criminal attorney.
All that money and he needs his drunken buddy to be his attorney? Bullshit. I'm also skeptical, Morgan. It's a pretty serious conflict of interest to be your friend's defense attorney.
You're absolutely right. It is a conflict of interest. And I would have said as much to him if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
Then I found out that he wanted me to be his attorney today.
After he died? How the hell did you miss that memo?
Embarrassing, isn't it? But to be fair, it was hidden pretty well. Sorry, my nose for some reason just like closed up in itself.
Oh, it's me, the fourth character in this scene that I voiced. Oh, I didn't know you had an android, Morgan. It's cute. Oh, look at your wee face.
Thanks, but it's actually David's. And it's technically my witness.
Witness to what? 38 hours ago, Fav... That is, David Asher communicated to me as a matter of record the following explicit legal intent. That in the case of any and all criminal charges brought against him by the state, his attorney would be... Evangeline Morgan. Oh, we have
Our
a first
name is Evangeline.
Nice. Evangeline. Why did I know that she was gonna go for that?
Absolutely. I was just waiting for it. Samus.
No, wait, seriously? Your name's Evangeline?
Hang on. The music is the Fidget Tubbies music. I forget what the sound, like the name of the music was.
Did your parents name you after a Christmas carol? Should we all be curtsying?
It's not that funny.
No, of course not. Nothing to be embarrassed about, Evangeline. Or do your friends call you Angel?
I hear Kaguya's on tour, Detective. Should I get you tickets? You can have your dad drive you like all the other 15-year-olds.
Hey. Feels like we're getting off topic. What were we just... I was telling you that David Asher wanted her to be his criminal defense attorney.
Imagine my surprise.
An android's recording of a verbal expression of intent isn't exactly ironclad, Morgan.
Sorry, how do you tell Morgan had a poor childhood? Her parents named her Evangeline? That's fair. And if we were going before an upper level court, I would have to expect that be open to all kinds of scrutiny. We're talking about a preliminary hearing. A formality, as you called it. If he asks for representation, he deserves representation. Doesn't matter whether he's dead or alive.
Am I missing something? What difference does it make? Not even an adjutant would be obtuse enough to sentence a dead man.
No, there wouldn't be a sentence, but the adjutant would render a verdict. And verdicts have consequences, even for the deceased.
Is that what this is about? What's she getting at? If the court agrees this was a suicide, that verdict will retroactively affect evaluations of the individual's mental health. Like, whether he was in his right mind or not?
You know anything about estate tax law, Detective?
No. But I'm sure you'll be happy to educate me.
More than happy. An individual found by a court not to be of sound mind can't very well give their consent to the lawyer drawing up their will. If his will is compromised, all of David's considerable assets would suddenly be thrown into legal limbo.
In which case, the state would be legally obligated to come in and pick up the pieces. So this is just about his money. I'm almost disappointed in you, Morgan. Well, when you take into consideration all the factors, it's actually more complicated than that. For example... Ha!
She just...
What just happened? Did she fall again?
I think so!
Never mind.
Nay, Starling, you should speak your mind. I think Rhea's reacted and she ducked.
Oh.
I think that's what's going on. Because, like, nobody's like, oh, are you okay?
Tough. All I mean to say is that while Dr. Asher did have significant holdings in art, real estate, and intellectual property, he also, of course, owned a great deal of stock in numerous corporations, principally Noble. If he was ruled to not be of sound mind, and his shares were to end up acquired by the government, Noble would suffer a serious blow to its commercial image and its standing in the financial community.
All of which to say is that... All of which is to say there's a great deal at stake here. Not the least of which is the reputation of a man who I was proud to call my friend.
You're not buying this, are you? In case you haven't noticed, the city is working closely with Noble on this. And they're not going to let you bring them any unwanted attention.
Starling did her part. They're watching. And they've stopped trying to hide it. From here on out, it's a gamble. Noble Electronics already has unwanted attention.
Why are you raising your voice?
If nothing changes by the end of the day, the whole country is going to hear how David Asher committed suicide. By midnight, there'll be questions about his competency. Concerns about why a brain inside every single Noble ad was built by an apparently unstable man. The shareholders will have nothing to do all Sunday but brood over the sad thought and all its disturbing implications. By the time markets reopen on Monday, I would expect a great deal of volatility. Bye!
That's so.
I understand Noble's apprehension of Coruscant. I just feel like right now the fiscally conservative thing to do would be to not get in my way.
So you've got your reasons, and Noble's got a lot to think about. But why should the district attorney's office devote valuable time to playing out this game of yours?
Because they're certain they'll win.
It goes without saying. The courts should have an opening at 6 PM.
I didn't have anything planned.
Then it's a date.
Oh, really?
Aha.
Oh,
Detective, would you get her clearance set up? Yes, ma'am. Updates every hour, yeah? You're out on a limb, Morgan. Better not linger. Here. Clearance for all the relevant sites and police firewalls. You can interview and investigate with your authority as an officer of the court now. If you haven't already been doing that.
Slap that verb!
Don't even think about being sloppy with discovery on this. Rockford might think you're funny, but I
appreciate the warning, Detective Reyes. It's nice to know that you care.
I live to serve.
And protect.
Phew.
Thanks for the assist, Starling.
Yeah, no sweat. Are all cops like that, or are they more like that Detective London gentleman?
Oh yeah, you want to talk more about Detective London, do you?
I sure do.
God.
He's one of a kind.
He's one of a kind. Fuck cops, let's go. They're mostly like that, yes.
They're all that intense?
Yes, it comes from being short.
And most cops are short?
Yes.
Right, well, I'll see you at the courthouse tonight. If you need anything in the meantime, don't be afraid to ask. Good luck. Both of you.
I'm sorry, that it comes from being short line got me.
What do we do now?
Well, I have a few options. I have access to the crime scene now, probably the best place to start. I'd like to head over to the company building as well.
Get me registered?
Among other things. That David killed himself or he didn't. If he did, it's almost certainly his asshole corporate overlords who are to blame. In which case, I'll want to take my sweet time in raking them over the coals. What are you doing?
Nothing. What about Father? When can we see him?
He'll be at the morgue by now. Medical examiner will speak to me, now that I'm operating under the court's authority. Stopping to flash paperwork at every nurse and security guard with nothing better to do than ask questions. I'll have to... What's that look for?
You were Father's friend.
Thank you, again, for reminding me.
Aren't there people you'd like to speak with? Other friends who'd want to know?
Bad news travels fast. I'm sure everyone in the country has heard about David at this point. All that heartbreak shit did keep me pretty occupied these last few weeks. And I was never one to pry. There is someone who could tell me more about David's personal life over the last several months. Be worth the effort of finding them. Do you have someone in mind? Maybe someone he met recently?
He spoke about becoming close with someone this year. A musician.
When you're sure every bum in the road is a hill to die on, aye? Now that you mention that, there was a PR something that David might have mentioned when we talked back in...
I will begin a search. I've completed my search. I found nothing.
Fucking love Sarah. Thanks for getting it the old college try. Is that really the best you can do?
Father was a private man in person and online. With just a few letters and the fact that he was a musician, I'm afraid we don't have enough information to narrow down the results, Adonai.
No, we have plenty of information. We just need the right person for the job.
What kind of person is that?
It's Brad! Oh. Time date expunged. Precinct 112. Detainment room 001. And who would you have even called?
I don't know. But I still should have got my phone call. Instead I got you. Who are you again? My latest guardian, new foster parent.
Wait, is this when they first met?
Want me to call you mommy?
I'm not really the motherly type.
Hey, oh, we might actually get along.
So we've got good news and bad news. I'm not your guardian, I'm your lawyer. I mean, given a lawyer because you're being charged with a felony.
Fascist pigs. Skipping school's a felony now.
Hacking into a government database has been a felony for a very, very long time.
That wasn't me.
They have your keystrokes, your IP address, your login times, and the playlist you were listening to.
That was for a homework assignment.
Here's what I don't get. You got in, copied the data, couldn't go right out. So you don't even know they've been robbed until they saw their password shown up on the black market. Black market clearance 2 weeks later. But you didn't get out. You stayed and you made changes to the database. You robbed the bank. Yeah. You robbed the bank, got clean money, then dragged the kind of spray paint behind you all the way home. Why?
Look, I didn't steal anything. That wasn't already compromised. And the only data I edited was my own. So if anything, they should be thanking me for correcting their mistakes.
What, did they get your birthday wrong?
My name.
Name changes are only 2 pages of paperwork. Seems to fill out the form.
And get a signature from a parent or guardian.
Mm.
So, what's the good news then?
The good news is that I'm your lawyer, not your guardian.
The hell? That doesn't count as good news. That's just a thing he said.
Don't be so sure. A lawyer's a lot better than a guardian.
How's that?
Parent, guardian, foster, whatever, so they're all supposed to take care of you because it's the right thing to do. A lawyer is someone who always does what's best for you, no matter what, because that's how they get paid.
So how good are you at your job? How much money you got in them pockets?
How much money you got in them pockets, old lady? I don't care.
It's pronounced coer.
I know it's pronounced.
And don't call me that.
Oh, it's just a search term. Arcade term for a dog? An abandoned mutter
No.
stray? I don't care. I'm not frowning in that police station. I couldn't help but bet I had landed the jackpot. A valuable asset with a skill set complementing my own personal and private pursuits. Someone who, after seeing the sweetheart probation deal I managed to land for them, would be more than happy to help me with whatever I need, whenever I need it. Always so cold, Fran. Can't I ever get a good morning?
No such thing. Nothing good's ever happened until the afternoon when people are actually awake.
See Fran's
true.
profile. September 20th. Small. All plus blood type as well. Student hacker, but don't put that down, obviously. Haptics, synth music, cinnamon toast. T-shirts, politicians, adults, cops, alarm clocks. Rarity, original history. Originality, history, vibes. Favorite subject, none. As my nose fills up again for some reason. What subjects, literature, social studies, and athletics? Oi. Like I said, was a compulsive liar with horrific sleep schedules and a crippling addiction to poor time management.
What do you want, Red?
I can't call you up just for fun.
Not if you don't want to get blocked.
I need you to find somebody for me.
Can't do it. I've got homework.
We both know the only time you ever do your own homework is during class when it's due.
And I've got sports.
You can't tell a basketball from a hockey stick.
And I've got a bidding war to win.
You're the only person on Earth bidding on 70-year-old Kyuchi and the Air Jordan vintage rep fan. I think I pronounced that right. I think you can take your eyes off the auction block.
So yeah, so sorry, but I'm busy, so...
I was hoping we could get straight to the carrot portion of the routine, but if you insist on doing things from the top...
Huh?
I had an interesting conversation with a parole officer yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
They've been really into the self-prefixes lately.
What?
Self-motivation, self-actualization, self-help.
Oh.
He thinks you could really benefit from it.
You're lying.
He's got all the workbooks ready.
Sweat.
Clearly your Saturdays are stuck, so I'll make sure your Sundays are full of...
Fine, I get it.
I need you to find a local musician.
Musician? Knowing you, this will be electro swing or some other awful.
Last name Powell or Parker.
And that's all you got?
They'll be in David Asher circles.
Wait, Asher? You're working that?
That should be more than enough for a clever kid like yourself to go on.
Don't go expecting any miracles.
I mean this soon, within the hour, ideally.
Within the... You know I have other clients, don't you?
Other clients who actually pay you on time. A musician. Find him.
Hey. Even talking over the phone, you're very animated, Adonai.
What do you mean?
Just that you're very expressive when you talk to people.
Of course I'm expressive. If I wasn't, how would anyone know what I'm thinking?
I see. I'll keep that in mind as we...
Wait, do you really expect to tag along?
Of course, Father was.
Yeah, I know you want to, but why should I let you?
Because I am capable and helpful.
Hey! Hey, Evangeline Morgan. She can bench an actual garbage truck. Take her with you? Uh-huh.
I mean it. I can take notes for you. Puff cheeks. And move heavy objects. And I'll learn to do more.
How?
I will subject every individual we encounter to a basic survey to procure biographical information on them while I gain experience in questioning.
Subjecting them to torture.
I can help, Adonai.
How fast can you fill out forms?
Fast.
Congratulations, you're halfway to being a paralegal. Sarah's profile? They're nearly 200. They're nearly 200.
She is no longer unemployed.
Paralegal question mark. Likes martial arts. Carbonation collarbones. Collarbones?
Oh yeah, elevators probably wouldn't be very good considering
Oh
the
yeah,
weight
no, because
issue.
she's like, I think she breaks the weight limit on most elevators.
Yeah.
Static, blackout elevators. Talents, I'm good at lots of things. Skills, I'm not sure how skills differ from talents. I also like the 180 rule. Did Sarah fill out their own profile?
Look at the eyes glowing in the background.
You come in?
Right away, Adonai.
I think if you're about to enter an investigation segment, we might call it there, just so we can rest.
We did 3 hours.
Yeah, we've done a good 3 hours, and I definitely want to come back to this. Noble employee housing, building, flat tier, penthouse dining room. Aye, this is an investigation segment. So we're gonna start from here next time.
Yeah.
Yes. I've learned to thank everybody who stopped by. God, I forgot about the Neko arc. Can we? Okay. Right, we do have Sato stock. I'm in deep thought.
Oh no! Oh, we have to do high roller. Look at the Rez one. Rez undercover. I need to see what that is.
Is Reyes in a fucking bunny suit?
That's what I'm wondering. I see ears.
I
need to know.
Is she? What it also could be is a boar, and what I'm thinking is maybe it's like undercover at a K-pop place.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
That would be so goddamn funny. But yes, we're probably gonna call it here. I want to thank everybody for coming, and I want to thank Dev for stopping by.
Yeah, that was completely unexpected.
Yeah, no, that was so cute. This game is so good.
It's such an honor as well.
It's such an honor to have a Dev in chat. I also went to the wrong one.
Oh.
I went to the wrong screeny.
So I just noticed starting soon. Oh, thank you. Enjoy the rest of the game. No, thank you for making such an awesome game.
We're definitely
so
going to be coming back to this. Yeah, no, you've made such a wonderful game, and I've heard nothing but good reviews from, anybody who
And-
I've heard play it.
If you check Faes'
Oh yeah, we
Twitter.
have episode 0 up on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, but we also have the art piece that was made for.
That is true.
game.
That is true.
You should
Yeah,
like
no, I managed to get some custom art done for the
retweet it or
playthrough that we're
something.
doing.
It's so cute.
It's so goddamn cute. We'll check it out. Heck yeah. And again, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm not sure we can't raid out.
Yeah, that's right.
Biggest raid.
See if anyone's playing Repo.
You would.
Yeah, I would.
I also kind of want to see if anybody is playing of the Devil as well.
Mm.
I don't see anybody playing it, which is a shame. Who are we following that's also playing? Not anybody that we're both following that is currently playing.
But to be fair, a lot of people are probably playing Wua right now because of the update.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
And I think there was a game that came out today as well. Was it? I think it was like a Chinese type RPG.
What's that?
Yeah.
I know on Steam it says Atomfall and Schedule 1 came out today, but yeah, no, like...
Mm.
If you have not already picked up a copy of the Devil yourselves, I would highly recommend that you pick it up yourselves.
Do it.
It is a wonderful
The
game.
characters are so nice. I love the art.
It's so good.
I love
Episode
the
0
sassy
is...
characters. I love the sassy characters. I love
Yeah, no,
London, who we probably destroyed his character.
Just for a bit, we start in episode 0.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would recommend going through episode 0 first, even if you have not watched us play it. Plus one sub YouTube. Oh my god!
Oh, thank you, Mirage. You
Yeah.
sweetheart.
Even if you've already watched us play it, or if you haven't watched us play it, especially pick up this game. And the episode 0 is intriguing from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, oh, who's Heartbreak? Who's Heartbreak? And then BAM! You find out who it is.
Plot twist.
Plot twist. And it's a good plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
What? Mirage, what in the...
What in the
Excuse
fuck,
you.
Mirage?
Go stand in the corner. I do not use that
Send
kind
your
of
corner,
language.
Mirage. Anyway, Archie, where can we find you next?
Good question. Probably Repo.
Probably Repo.
There, it even says, I was playing Repo.
Playing Repo, her new obsession.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be back. I think you're getting deaf.
I think you're just old, Mirage.
Ancient.
Ancient Mirage.
I'm gonna be back tomorrow for some Final Fantasy 14 with my girlfriend Lyra.
Ooh, nice.
We're gonna be going
I
through
heard there's
7.2.
new raids.
New story content.
Oh,
Aye.
I really need to start playing that.
Join me, Stribbles.
It's too much. Too much right now.
Join me.
Have you found someone to raid?
I have not. Do you have any recommendations?
Let me see. Because I do not have my browser open right now.
Mm-hmm. There is a person on my list that is playing Repo.
And it's not me.
And it's not you. Do we want to raid into somebody who's just playing Repo? As my guest, do you want to do that?
Sure.
Alright.
Here. I can't resist some Repo.
We're going to be raiding to Fist of the Walrus. Please do be respectful of their chat rules. And as always, our message will be all caps, Bear Braids!
Bear braid.
Bear Braid! And I will see you tomorrow for some Final Fantasy 14. Bye-bye
Bye,
now.
everyone. Bye-bye.